Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day.
When you in the trenches, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
Davis thought Santa Cruz was gonna fold from his. The popular and acclaimed defending WBA lightweight champion of the world.
If it was the streets, these niggas would have been smoked. Pack the whole group up. Pack them up and get them the fuck out of boxing.
Haney, Cambosis, one of those folks, maybe Garcia.
All them guys is easy work. They're easy work, man. I'm the top dog.
The hard-hitting young star of boxing, 3-division world champion.
Skill for skill. I'm much more skillful than Canelo. I stand on that. I'm much more skillful. You and Cambosis, what happens, Tank? I'm whooping that ass. Tell him come see me. Tell him hold the belts. I'll whoop his ass for free.
The defending world champion from Baltimore, Maryland.
We from the city. You know what's happening, what's in the city. TheBoxingVoice.com.
Gervonta Tank Davis.
SDS Promotions.
I remember walking in Mayweather gym, he sitting on the couch. I told him he a bum-ass fighter. He ain't say nothing, not one word. He got a fur on, it's 80 degrees.
Girls think they're so tough, then they get whipped by a pretty girl. It's just not the same, I'm telling you, trust me.
If Katie Taylor's willing, I'm ready and able to make this an equal fight, 12 rounds, 3 minutes.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
So Katie, are you up for it?
Girl, Bob, don't ever disrespect me. I would never fight on the undercard of Jake Paul. I'm a 3-time division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist in boxing. Like, I can beat up Jake Paul. Real hot girl shit.
I just kept saying in my head, and new. When I'm on the bag in the gym, that's what I'm saying, and new. And that's what happened.
He didn't ask you about G, just asked you about the heel man. Nigga, let Mary know what time it is. You know, I'm top dog. She's never been in a ring with a dog before. You know, I'm a pit bull chained up. She's like the poodle in a picket white fence. You know what I'm saying? Barking for no reason.
This is the start of the takeover for me in the lightweight division. I'd love to unify these belts.
I know she wants to come here tonight to witness greatness. Maybe you can learn something from me. We can get the rematch on in the parking lot right now, too. SDS Promotions.
It was Lamb versus Lion. It is over.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Friday, the 18th, and we're here to discuss Gervonta Tank Davis and the possibility of his next fight. According to Calvin Ford, he gives his reasons why Devin and Shakur are not next, and that's Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson not being next, saying that Alycia Cruz is the one. According to the author of the story, which will show, Alycia Cruz is a big money fight. So, for anybody that thought it wasn't. We'll also continue to discuss the ongoing situation that is Alycia Baumgardner and her positive test results. Seems to be that the internet, the boxing world, doesn't want to believe that she could have been guilty, and there's a lot of conspiracies going around. Not only did our very own Jessica McCaskill start an N1 here on TBV, which we'll play the audio of, but all the way across the pond, 9 days before the positive test result, there was some speculation. There was an interview taking place with Eddie Hearn and Simon something, which I'll show you. And it's It's giving people the impression that Matchroom knows the results of these tests beforehand and allows these fights to take place. So this isn't about whether Alycia Baumgardner is guilty or not, and more about the due process of the testing facility and the possibility of Matchroom having some sort of involvement, according to Simon and his quote unquote allegations. But I'll play that audio as well. And there are a significant amount of pieces of evidence that we want to show. Alycia Baumgardner's statement, Eddie Hearn's thoughts on McCaskill's interview here on TBV, ESPN's report of the actual negative and positive test results for the multiple tests that Alycia Baumgardner has taken. So once again, we're here to discuss the face of boxing, one of them, Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis, and the possibility of Isaac Cruz being next. We'll give you the details why the author of the story on Boxing Scene believes that he will be next, not only because of the quotes from the trainer of Gervonta Tank Davis, but just because we haven't seen Tank Davis in the ring 3 times in 1 year in a long time, and this is the first time in a long time that that possibility could become true for fight fans. And for Showtime, who's having a fantastic year, why not bring in another one of your big ticket sellers, one of your big attractions to close out the calendar year with a bang? So this is what we're going to be talking about. If you're interested, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans. They're going to know the Breakfast Club of Boxing is rocking out every day, giving you a platform to voice your opinion. Not only fans and listeners of the show, but fighters as well, choosing to take the platform to get something off their chest. But buenos dias, Chicago, what up?
Top of the morning, my guy. How I sound? Alright, cool. Todo bien?
Todo bien?
Bro, how you feeling, champ? It's
mean,
Friday.
It's Friday, but every day's Friday when you love life and you love your job. So you feel me? It's just another day talking the sport I love.
I was about to say, I ain't got no job. I ain't got shit to do.
Nah, I can't relate. I'm on some hustler shit. I'm doing like 3 shows a day. You kidding me? We got this, then I got the afternoon show, plus I got fight chats. It's like fights this today. Like I'm going to watch them, so I might as well be live, you feel me? But I mean, all through the comment section, Danny, on our videos, on our Instagram, you know the community's like, yo, where's Danny? How's Danny? Check on Danny.
What?
Danny gotta be curled up like a baby. No, what? I mean, go to our YouTube. I mean, go to our. I just posted something like 20 minutes ago, and it already got those comments.
Nah, it's funny you say that because 36 minutes ago, somebody tagged me in like our comments talking about I gotta be crushed.
I'm telling you.
But
yeah. So I mean, with that being said, we do want your thoughts, though.
As far as the positive test, it's just like the
positive test,
or
the negative test, the allegations, the accusations, the conspiracy theories, the fact that, you know, even though it was retracted now, she said what she said. Jessica McCaskill did. She put that in the universe. People are wondering now, you know. Then I got evidence to show, I'm just having that Hardin breakfast, that a tweet was put out where someone says, how can you insinuate that Alycia Baumgardner was going to leave Matchroom? She's good over there. And Baumgardner comes and says, quotes him. And I'm paraphrasing because I'll screen share it.
No, I saw she said,
he got them notifications on, y'all.
Nah, bro, that shit was like a day ago, you know. But yeah, she said something along the lines of like, "Who said I'm not?" or "Who said I ain't trying to leave?" or something. I'm pulling it
insinuating that there is a possibility that she wanted to leave, insinuating that she may wants to leave, insinuating that there could be some truth to, yo, I want to leave. They don't want me to leave. My contract is up. All of a sudden, I pop dirty. And I believe this is the third Matchroom fighter, or rather fourth now.
She said, she put it in quotes. She said, I don't think she'd be leaving Matchroom, end quote. She said, how do you know?
Exactly. So how do you know she wasn't planning on leaving? How do you know the powers that be didn't know she was leaving and set her up? That's what people saying.
This what I
That's
do
what
know.
people saying. The streets are saying she was set up. Those that ride with Alycia saying she was set up, those that believe she's a cheater are trying to use her physique as the evidence.
Well, look, this is what I do know, and something I quite honestly found very weird.
What's that?
You know, a few things.
Talk to me.
A, why wasn't there VADA?
Well,
why was
Matchroom got their own testing. They use
yeah,
free sport.
That's cool. But why wasn't there VADA?
Because Matchroom uses free sport.
Yeah, but ain't the WBC with VADA?
Yeah.
And it was a WBC belt.
But then it would be 2 fees. Per fighter.
Well, that was the thing. It didn't have to be. You see, VADA is the most stringent testing you could get anyway. So the undisputed champ here, she requested VADA. That wasn't granted for whatever reason. That was denied. Another thing. Why the fuck did it take the test 9 days to make it to the lab?
Word.
9 days.
That's a long time.
Very long time. And
was it a refrigerated cooler for the urine?
And see, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna
say.
Or
is it a temperature control for the urine? Because it only got to be at a certain temperature.
It absolutely has
to remain. It can't get cold.
It absolutely has to remain at a certain temperature. Before it gets tested, before it gets to the lab.
So at the very least, you feel like there's something fishy up with the due process.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why it would take 9 days to make it to a lab. Like, there's no 2 points in the continental United States.
I mean, you pretty cool with Victor Conti. Did you at least text him that question? Like,
yeah, I did, and Victor's actually available. I told you, we just trying to figure out what time we can get him on the show. But yeah, so Victor says that WADA, which is the protocols that was supposed to be followed for this, requires.
Well, isn't it called the World Anti-Doping Agency? That's what WADA stands for.
Beautiful, thank you, Ness. I no bullshit. I didn't know the acronym, but that being said, he says that their protocol requires overnight shipping. So that can only
some FedEx shit.
That can only make me wonder. And then what I was about to say, I said, bro, you know me and you we love to hit the road. It ain't 2 fucking points in the continental United States that it take 9 days to drive. So cool, we was in Detroit. Where the fuck you going? It's taking you 9 days. A lab in Utah, champ.
Maybe they got their own lab in Matchroom headquarters.
Nah. I mean, according to the people they doing business with, the lab is in Utah.
Salt Lake City?
Give me a sec. I'll pull it up. I have it right here.
But it's all good. I mean, neither here nor there.
So, you know what I'm saying? So then it's like, damn, how the hell 9 days? So then, again, made me wonder, like, damn, so was it refrigerated? Was everything? Why what happened in these nights? It was just so many questions that just don't make sense. And then on top of that, right, it's like, damn, why the fuck did it take the test 30 days? Like, if I'm not mistaken, it was exactly 30 days for Alycia to be notified from the date of the test. Just like, to me, that seems like too long. I think that those notifications should have came down sooner on all ends. It's a lot of
fishy shit.
Eyebrow raising.
Fishy shit.
Eyebrow raising.
Let's show some evidence. I got hella evidence. Actually, keep talking as I pull things up. We started backwards. We all know Tank is the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And we led right with all the conversation based off Alycia. So we're going to double back. We're showing you the rankings here on YouTube.com.
/ the boxing boys. You know what I'm saying? So right here, what Nesta has pulled up is the lightweight rankings. Obviously, Devin Haney is moved up to 140 pounds. So it seems. Still holds the lightweight belts. So right now, you got Gervonta Davis under the WBA as the regular champ. Pitbull Cruz, Isaac Cruz, is number one in the WBA rankings.
Yes, sir.
So, obviously the first fight provided a lot of entertainment, provided some speculation or controversy. I wouldn't even say controversy, but there was the people that felt that Pitbull pulled it off, if not gave Tank a tough task since he couldn't get him out of there. He brought out the people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of aspects to Pitbull Cruz that make this the obvious fight for Tank, in my opinion.
So this story is on Boxing Scene. Is that the author's name, Hans?
Yeah, shout out to Hans.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from New York.
Cool.
Killing it.
So, he gives you a lot of backstory of the fact that, it's been a long time since, Davis has been able to fight 3 times in 1 year. But what we see here is that his trainer, if we go here, we'll jump in. Davis has an opportunity to squeeze one more fight in. There are a ton of lightweight contenders that would love to line up against a hard-hitting star. But according to Calvin Ford, Davis's trainer, one familiar name has floated to the top of the list. My thing is Pitbull, Ford told Boxing Scene during a recent interview. So now this is the author, right? He says, Isaac Cruz, otherwise known as Pitbull, gave it everything he had against Davis almost 2 years ago. On relatively short notice in December 2021, Cruz was given the chance to hand the pound-for-pound luminary his first defeat. Those who were watching expected Davis to eventually find the fight-ending blow, which is obviously a knockout. We did want that, right? But look at what it goes down to saying. That never happened, yada, yada, yada. Facing Cruz could be, and I'm going to superimpose that, big business for Team Davis. So something we don't know. What we will say is Cruz has been on 4 pay-per-views straight, right? We confirmed that the other day, correct?
Let me pull it back up to count. I think
while you do that, I'll keep moving with what the author is insinuating, right? And he says, but that doesn't mean he's Ford's preference. So even though they ran with the headline that Cruz is next, according to the author and the interview given to him by Coach Calvin Ford, Ford would rather the likes of Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, which are more desirable options, but neither man is quote-unquote available. Obviously, Haney has announced that he's moving up, and according to Ford, Shakur will be fighting Lomachenko next year. So and I quote, right now, Devin is going up, and Shakur and Lomachenko probably do it next year, end quote. Danny.
Yes, sir. So Pitbull has been on 4 pay-per-views straight, 5 pay-per-views total. So he made his pay-per-view debut on the Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz pay-per-view. And then he fought 2 Showtime cards and has been on 4 pay-per-views straight, starting with the Gervonta Davis showdown in 2021. Look, man, obviously they've been pushing him.
They're invested in him as well because remember, pay-per-views, the promoter pays for that, not the broadcaster, because, you're fronting all the risk and getting that money back in. So they guarantee those purses for the undercard. So they're definitely invested in him.
Now, let me ask you, I feel that the investment was going good up to this last fight, right? 2 knockouts in a row after the Tank loss. And then he does get the win in this last fight against Giovanni Cabrera.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But it's in a split decision manner.
Not the fashion that obviously the broadcaster and the promoter wanted. They wanted him to keep looking Gamboa,
And
the
I'm
way he stopped Gamboa.
And I'm gonna be honest, not the fashion you want going into a potential pay-per-view with the face of boxing.
Exactly. I mean, him getting the knockout would at least convince some casual fans that, he can somehow knock out Tank Davis. But that is your Tank Davis update and news, right? So we don't have a poll or anything like that.
Yes,
because well, not specifically about Tank.
Oh, not about
what
Tank.
I did do is put an option without having him in the title for those that really just care about Tank, right? So our only poll started 40 minutes ago. Alycia Baumgardner P.E.D scandal turns conspiracy twist, which we haven't given you all the information on the twist coming up in just a second. First option, definitely something fishy. 33% have voted on that, over 265 votes. We got no, if she popped, she is dirty. 30% believe she's dirty because the test results say so. We got no way she is dirty. It's a setup, 9%. But another whopping 28% say, F that. Tank better not fight Cruz. So they don't give a fuck about the Alycia Baumgardner news, and more the fact that Calvin Ford is saying Tank Davis is next. But when it comes to the conspiracy, ladies and gents, we're going to go to Exhibit A here. And I believe his name is like Simon. I don't know. It'll come up. Let's see here.
What's this situation going on with this drug-free sport where there's this conversation going on, and I hear that you are involved with drug-free sport and that matchroom fighters are going to be tested by drug-free sport and the results are going to be provided to matchroom, and matchroom are going to be the adjudicator of those.
Absolute
rubbish.
Absolute rubbish. Drug-free sport is a credible testing agency. I think they work with the NFL.
Is there any truth in the allegation that your fighters are being tested by them and that the results come back to you and that you are the adjudicator of the positive tests? Categorically.
Absolute rubbish.
Has there been any fights where this has happened so far?
Drug-free testing have tested. But
now, talking about drug...
Now, we'll play it one more time because I know it's very hard for you guys to comprehend. So try again to listen clearly to what Simon Jordan is asking.
Is there a longer clip?
I mean, it's a whole interview.
This
guy's his nemesis. They went at it.
No,
I
that's
only
great.
watched this in envy, but like positive envy, right? Like wishing I could be Simon. The way that he and Eddie go back and forth, it was beautiful.
Only reason I'm asking is because he asked the question twice and he gave the same answer twice. So I'm like, was there more than just absolute rubbish? Like, those are.
There's a slightly longer answer.
And the only reason I asked, right? Jessica came on the show. She said what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, quite frankly, that wasn't the first fucking time I heard that.
Okay.
So it's like my man's is asking you shit I've been hearing. One of your fighters came on, said a few things and then had to come back on and like retract her statement. You feel me? I don't know, man. It's just I would like to see if he said more than just absolute rubbish to the allegations.
He is a good spin doctor. But let's play the clip yet again for those that didn't comprehend.
Testing, Eddie. What's this situation going on with this drug-free sport where there's this conversation going on, and I hear that you are involved with drug-free sport and that matchroom fighters are going to be tested by drug-free sport and the results are going to be provided to matchroom, and matchroom are going to be the adjudicator of those.
Absolute
rubbish.
Absolute rubbish. Drug-free sport is a credible testing agency. I think they work with the NFL.
Is there any truth in the allegation that your fighters are being tested by them and that the results come back to you and that you are the adjudicator of the positive tests? Categorically.
Absolute rubbish.
Has there been any fights where this has happened so far?
Drug-free testing have tested.
So, as you heard him, he said, has there been any fights where this happened so far? So, I particularly don't know how long Matchroom has been working with drug-free sport. And I'm not Dan Redfield. I'm not here to do like super duper research and find out, Danny, they formed an alliance, October, blah, blah. Nah, I'm not here for all that. But what I am hearing there is that before Alycia tested positive, Simon Jordan had received information that Matchroom could have possibly been adjudicating for drug-free sports test results. And he also insinuated that those test results will go to Matchroom. Now, fast forward, or we rewind, because again, I don't know when they've been dealing with drug-free sports. And we all know they were not dealing with them with the Rivas fight, Oscar Rivas. Remember that situation? Cool. I'll refresh your memory. They were not dealing with drug-free sport for Oscar Rivas, Dillian White, but they certainly withheld information and allowed that fight to happen, even though there was a positive drug test. And by what I mean by withheld is we the people, or a quote unquote, the fighters didn't know till after the fight. Now, White knew, right? So you'd have to Google all that. But that's happened. Conor Benn's situation. Those results came out and took a long time for us to know about them, and even allegedly for Matchroom to know about them. So now here he is being interviewed 9 days before Alycia test results, and Simon Jordan specifically asks at the end, let's go to that, has this happened before? Right? Something in that manner, but we'll find it here when we fast forward.
To you, and that you are the adjudicator of the positive tests.
Categorically. Absolute rubbish.
Has there been any fights where this has happened so far?
Has there been any fights where this has happened so far? So now, Simon is accusing him of being an adjudicator, which means, right, because we've got everything pulled up for you guys. Give me 1 second here as I find that, because I wanted to show you the definition. But basically it means a person, making that decision. And again, if Simon is insinuating that Matchroom will be receiving the test results from the facility that they are involved with, according to Simon, again, we're repeating his words, and that they will adjudicate those results, then it makes sense to me that these results came positive before the fight, and now we don't know about them till after the fight, because that's what Simon is alleging, that Matchroom and Eddie would have the ability to get these results and decide what to do.
Regardless whether it's before or after the fight, they would get the results and, like you said, decide what to do.
Even though Eddie is calling bullocks.
Right.
Right?
No,
now,
no,
what we want to do...
That's just what Simon is saying.
What we want to do now is extend it, because that was a specific clip, but there is some more that needs to be heard.
Drug-free testing.
So I think I have to close it in order to watch full video and continue from there.
Have tested our athletes before.
Right.
Absolutely.
Recently?
And, not, I think, in the last, 3-6 months, but we do.
Now look how vague that was. Simon again. Fucking Simon, salute to you, brother. He is good at his job. He knew what was going to happen with Baumgardner. He said recently, 6 months. Doesn't 3 happen to fall right at July? Covering his ass, right? I mean, I'm just saying, you got to pick up on all this shit.
July was just last month, bro.
We're in August, though. End of August. We're about to go in. It's the 18th. I mean, it's still 3 months. Yeah. 3 months definitely puts drug-free sport and Alycia Baumgardner together. Right. And Simon right on them saying, has this happened before the allegations is all I'm saying. So Simon obviously seems to have had knowledge of the situation. But we'll go back and continue.
Use drug-free sport, as do the NBA.
Let's go back just slightly so that you can,
You didn't really come up to...
I went way too much.
Fine. And let's take that point at face value. You then spent time running around calling the British Boxing Board of Control liars.
Yes, I think I went back too much. Sorry.
Well, there's this conversation going on, and I hear that you are involved with drug-free sports, and that Matchroom fighters are going to be tested by drug-free sport, and the results are going to be provided to Matchroom, and Matchroom are going to be the adjudicator.
Again, if they provide the results to Matchroom, right, and Matchroom is allegedly the adjudicator, then Matchroom has the decision, or the choice to be like, well, we're going to let this fight go on. We'll deal with this shit later, because guess who loses money if the fight gets canceled last second? Matchroom. Just saying, Matchroom. But keep going.
Adjudicator of those.
Absolute
rubbish.
Absolute rubbish. Drug-free sport is a credible testing agency. I think they work with the NFL.
Is there any truth in the allegation that your fighters are being tested by them, and that the results come back to you, and that you are the adjudicator of the positive tests?
Absolute rubbish.
Categorically. I love this guy.
Has there been any fights where this has happened so far?
Drug-free testing have tested our athletes before.
Right.
Absolutely.
Recently?
And, not, I think, in the last, 3-6 months. But
3-6 months. Not in the last 3-6 months. I love it. But shout out to Simon, bro. I love him. He's doing his thing. We're going to get the quiet guy, and we're just going to cover him up with us because he's quiet.
We do use drug-free sport, as do the NBA. I think the NFL, all right. And
now, that was telling. I didn't know that. Maybe you did because you watch those sports, but that's big. And you got to congratulate Matchroom, right? Which one is that one, Danny? That is applause. Because what's not being said here in this conversation, he's being looked at like if we're directing the blame on him, but no other promoter is paying for testing. No other promoter is paying for testing. No other promoter has their own testing facility or agency, right? Every other promoter goes through USADA, WADA, or VADA. He's got his own. So everyone, according to him, and I got some more videos to show, according to him, they get tested. And now that we know that they test NBA players and NFL players, I guess it's good, right? I don't know. You know those sports and what can get by or what's used. I don't know. I'm just saying. I feel more comfortable that the agency deals with the NFL and with the NBA. That gives them some sort of credibility, does it not?
Keep playing the
Damn.
NHL, wherever it is.
Nothing wrong with them,
no.
but the fact that you,
no,
as Matchroom,
absolutely.
get
No,
results.
You see Simon double down again. Nothing wrong with that, but the fact that you as Matchroom get the results.
Bro, go back like 10 seconds because
you
keep pausing every 3 seconds.
I'm just trying to make sure people got it. All right, 10 seconds, Danny. Go.
Fighters are going to be tested by drug-free sport, and the results are going to be provided to Matchroom, and Matchroom are going to be the adjudicator of those.
Absolute
rubbish.
Absolute rubbish. Drug-free sport is a credible testing agency. I think they work with the NFL.
Is there any truth in the allegation that your fighters are being tested by them, and that the results come back to you, and that you are the adjudicator of the positive tests? Categorically.
Absolute rubbish.
Has there been any fights where this has happened so far?
Drug-free testing have tested our athletes before.
Right.
Absolutely.
Recently?
And, not, I think, in the last, 3-6 months. But we do use drug-free sport, as do the NBA, I think the NFL or NHL, wherever it is.
Nothing wrong with them,
no.
but the fact that you, as Matchroom,
absolutely.
get the results.
Just to put your mind at rest, Simon, before anyone thinks that might be factual.
You denied it.
Absolutely. We would never.
Eddie, here's the deal. Conor Ben.
He said he would never adjudicate over science.
So, drug-free sport, indeed, Ness handles other professional leagues, the NFL, the NBA, and it's because of that I know that they have previously mishandled tests in the past. Plenty of lawsuits.
Oh, wow.
Some as far as saying that they've even offered an NFL player $50,000 to make that positive test go away. You give us 50, we make this positive test go away. So look, man, I'm not pointing any fingers. It seems like protocol was broken when it took them 8 days longer than required to get the test to the lab for testing. It seemed like there's been a number of, like I said, eyebrow raising things that just make me scratch my bald ass head.
Now, I want to be clear. I'm not saying she's not guilty because this could be, a Conor Ben situation where he is guilty or has tested positive for, and it's just a thing of matchroom withholding or taking long with the results. That's all I'm saying. The due process doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? There's 9 days of travel. Like it don't make sense. But again, the substances in which they say were in her system in the A sample, let's be clear, we haven't tested that B sample yet. But the substances in which they say
but again,
what's up?
Did it take the B sample 9 days as well to get to the lab?
I don't know.
Because if so,
then neither sample should be admissible.
I don't believe so. How you counting some shit that?
But champ, go ahead and read this because this is why it's hard for people to believe, some anyway. Those that want to believe she tested positive are for the reasons that Danny will read now.
This says,
and we're screen sharing here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice for those that want to follow along with all the evidence.
It says, per reports on Dan Rayfield's undisputed champ, Alycia Baumgardner tested positive for mesterolone before her bout in Detroit last month. The drug sold commercially as Provirone is an androgenic anabolic steroid used to treat men with low T and infertility.
So low testosterone, obviously that's going to raise your testosterone. Obviously you're going to build muscle and all that great shit.
Well, it says for men.
I mean, come on, champ. I mean, that's why women take shit for men when they're transitioning or whatever it's called. You feel me? You feel me?
I ain't never looked into none of that. I don't know nothing to do with none of that. You feel me?
This is the next thing. This is obviously Dan Rayfield who broke the story, saying that 4 sources with knowledge of the result and paperwork I obtained, undisputed women's 130-pound champion Alycia Baumgardner tested positive for banned steroid mesterolone in the 712 urine test conducted by Drug Free Sport 3 days prior to her Lenarditude fight. Results came back August 10th. Now, the reason I'm showing this is, yes, he broke the story, but it's part of the conspiracy, in my opinion. I've been doing this 13 years. I just can't remember when any reporter had confidential documents from doctors or hospitals.
Yeah, I don't see how that's not a HIPAA violation. You get what I'm saying? Like sharing somebody's medical documents, I'm pretty sure is some sort of HIPAA violation.
Well, I mean, look, people break the law every day, B. So, he got it, but that's what I'm saying. Someone went to the extent. And that's what one of our friends of the show here and fellow content creator, Moonshine, what else is his real name? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank here. My Dominican brethren, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Punch Drunk Boxing. Punch Drunk, who we've had on here and we respect, he says, how the fuck someone got a confidential report? F it. I will be on the record and say, someone made up fake positive test results to frame Alycia Baumgardner. And again, this is why we're using the word conspiracy, because there's many people that cannot believe this is true and believe there's a bigger picture here. Right here at the bottom, we have our very own Chris Carlson as well from Rope-A-Dope Radio, who's been doing this 15 years. Frame her? What's really at stake? I love watching her fight, but it's not like she produces a large revenue on her events. The risk-reward doesn't line up here. And I'll translate that for the dummies. She's not Katie Teller. So when people are trying to claim that she's being framed, I guess we need an alibi. Why? Why would Matchroom frame her?
Yeah, again, I wasn't pointing fingers.
I'm not saying you are.
No, I'm just
This
saying.
is the internet. We not done. I got more. The internet is crazy. Check this one out. This is going to take us some time to get through.
Hello, Eddie. It's your mate Ultra. I hope you're doing well, hope your family are well, and I hope you're healthy. Just a very quick question about Alycia Baumgardner's positive test. Now, obviously, it's not your responsibility to make sure that your fighters pass drug tests, but just a quick question over drug-free sport and the role that they're having doing drug testing on Matchroom shows, because it is your responsibility as a promoter to ensure that fighters are safe, and part of that means that you need to ensure that the drug testing protocol is fit for purpose. You say that Matchroom are the best promoters in the business. Would you consider this drug testing protocol fit for purpose? It says here on Boxing Scene that Baumgartner's urine sample was collected on the 12th of July by testers contracted through Drug Free Sport. But if we look here, mate, it says, according to the test report, the lab received the sample to test on July the 21st. So, mate, on one of your shows, they've done a dope test for Alycia Baumgardner, and it's taken 9 days for the results to get to the lab. Do you think that that is best-in-class drug testing policy for the quote-unquote best promotion in boxing?
So again, the handling of the tests, the fact that Matchroom hired these people to do a job and, they're not particularly following what people believe to be a normal protocol has definitely built up a slew of questions around this Alycia Baumgardner positive test result. But we do have a poll. Where are we with that?
467 votes. 34% of the people feel that there's definitely something fishy going on. 32 saying no, if she pop, she's dirty. 25% are saying fuck that Tank, better not fight Cruz. And 9% saying no way she is dirty, it's a setup.
So our very own ID Boxing Rob Talbert, who we had the great time with him and his team in Mexico, having some fun. But again, these are more media members and their thoughts on what's taking place. And before I play the audio, obviously you can see there that it says drug-free sport acts in the lab for Alycia Baumgardner's test results. Yeah, so we're going to get the spinning wheel.
There we go.
Ting. I don't know what you're talking about. I gave the ting. What thing? The ting. What thing? The ting. What thing? I gave it to you. I don't know what you're talking about. You have it. What the fuck? You have it. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I've never seen you before. To the east to the west, you have it. No way. Yes way. No way. Yes way. Ah, fuck it. You didn't give me shit, I gave the ting yesterday. I didn't hear.
Yo, because again, we are the Breakfast Club of Boxing, right? It can't be all serious, but that was fucking funny. Danny want to have a straight face. Fuck out of here. That was funny as hell because it's like, yo, where's the drug test? What drug test? The fucking drug test? What drug? This guy, he want to be so serious. Y'all corny, man. But Breakfast Club in the morning, baby. It's the Breakfast Club of Boxing. Go ahead. If you want to call in, give us your opinion on both topics. Do so. The number to call, 1425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. You could also join us on Discord as well. Let me see what other fun stuff I got before we actually go. Oh, yeah, we didn't even show this. This is Eddie. This is Eddie on McCaskill and what she said here on TBV.
Okay, your thoughts?
Absolutely the most wild thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they'll be hearing from us today. But, I mean, what essentially, Jessica McCaskill said, and I don't mind repeating it because it's one of the most bizarre things ever, is Alycia had one fight left on her contract. So maybe this was Matchroom trying to disrupt her. I mean, firstly, that is the most offensive thing I think I've ever heard in my life. And secondly, the most defamatory thing I've ever heard in my life for our company. You think a global business of our side that has aspirations to float in an IPO, what sort of process happens? You go to an agency that represents the NBA, the NFL, the NCAA, NASCAR, the LPGA, and make up a test result. Are you I mean, I know we live in a world of conspiracy theories, but that is the most ridiculous.
And that's why I played it. Even he believes that there are crazy conspiracy theories floating around these results.
Thing I've ever heard in my life. And I'll be speaking to Jessica because it's bang out of order, you know. And if that's your line of defence, that's worrying. You know, you have to.
Did you hear that before today, my friend?
Yeah.
Oh, you was on that?
Yeah. Thought I'm the one that showed it to you.
Oh. Would you like to read this before we close up this topic? This is Baumgardner's updated statement, or rather, Matchroom and Baumgardner, or Matchroom on Baumgardner.
Yo, it was like, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't like the statement.
Wow. Oh, now we really got to read it.
Yeah, I ain't like the statement because it's funny.
Point out what you don't like.
It's
Tell us why you're mad.
No, it's just funny that well, hold on, move. You kind of blocking the statement, dude.
Don't worry about it, dog. You good? Start at the top.
Yeah, no. So this is the statement that don't include her 2 negative tests. You get what I'm saying? So it was like Eddie in that same interview that you just screen
you're
shared.
speaking of these 2 negative tests that ESPN did report. It says Baumgardner has tested positive July 12th, but her test results on July 15th and 16th both came back limpio, aka clean.
And there was also a test in June that was clean as well.
June 16th.
June 16th
was reported.
Yeah, so yeah, so in this interview, it's like he mentions the clean test, and it's like, why the fuck?
Well, in this statement.
No, I'm saying in the interview that
with October Red,
with October Red, he mentions the clean test, and it's like, why couldn't y'all mention that in the statement? Because obviously, some people see the statement, not that interview. You know, this is the first thing that's put out, but nonetheless, yeah. I mean, if you want to read it,
looks like he doesn't want to read it, fellas. So we're gonna move on to
no, I mean, this all the
next piece of evidence. This is Eddie. This is Eddie and his thoughts on, you know, when the news allegedly broke or whatever, and you know, he's giving his thoughts on Baumgardner testing positive.
Yeah, but only because we're the only promotional company that are consistently testing. So when you do 30 shows a year and you're spending fortunes on testing, you're going to get more adverse findings. You know, I don't see any questions being asked of other promoters, are you doing drug testing on this show? Do you know what I mean? And the answer mostly, especially for international fighters in the UK, is no. And the answer in America on most shows is also no. But we are making a big investment to make the sport safer. And unfortunately, you are going to find adverse findings. We've seen, you know, recently over the last year, I think we've had 3 now in a year, which is, you know, it doesn't sound like a lot, but obviously they're high-profile cases. So it's important that we keep the sport as safe as possible. And
so shout out to Boxing Social for asking Eddie, you know, because they obviously asked him his thoughts on, you know, so many Matchroom fighters testing positive. Because yesterday that was another conspiracy here. Like, why are all so many Matchroom fighters testing positive? So Eddie comes out and tells you, well, Matchroom fighters are testing positive because only Matchroom is paying for testing. So gotta at least applaud him for that. And we also have a WBC statement. I don't know if you want to read that.
The WBC has received a notification of an adverse finding resulting from an anti-doping test conducted in a sample collected from WBC and undisputed super featherweight champ Alycia Baumgardner. The sample collection that resulted in the adverse finding took in relation with the July 15th bout between Baumgardner and Leonardo. The adverse finding in question arose from a sample collection and anti-doping test administered by Drug Free Sport and not as part of the WBC Clean Boxing Program. Accordingly, the WBC will initiate a notification, investigation, and results management procedures for the WBC championship bout consistent with the rules and regulations.
obviously McCaskill came on here and apologized for her statements, and some of those she did some others, and I reposted it obviously. So I'm gonna try and get to that on our stories and screen share her apology here. What? Then I was fucking. All right. No worries. But let me show you this, because this is Alycia Baumgardner 4 years ago. 4 years ago. So as I said here, no way I'm believing that she can say 3 to 4 years ago. Oh, I gotta move it. I'm sorry. So 3 to 4 years ago, she says, that's great and all, but wasn't she busted for PED use? Cheaters don't get glorified in this sport. And yeah, I just don't want to believe, and there's no way I'm believing that she can say this, then turn around and be a hypocrite and use something. So I'm going to, like my post says, I'm going to take my time and wait to see what exactly happens, and see does she get cleared. But there are a lot of people that do not want to believe she is clean. And yeah, again, this is a tweet from June 23rd, 2019. Shout out to Boxing Habit that pulled that out the motherfucking woodworks. But once again, the number to call 1425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. If you want to voice your opinion, you can do that here on Discord or Twitter Spaces or our landline. Looks like we got Treese in Toledo, Ohio, cutting the line with a counterpunch. Let me just double check, but I believe that is the case. What up, champ?
Yo.
Yo.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Hey, man. Hey, Ness, man. I know you saying that this conspiracy shit. I was on the back call a couple days ago. I'm gonna show you something about conspiracy. Listen here. It's the reason for Eddie for your man to be doing this shit, bro. Because he's trying to get a monopoly on drug testing, you feel me? If he's feeling like nobody doing drug testing, you feel me? Like I say, my point was on some like my nigga, imagine the nigga trying to sell you a house. He's the realtor, and then instead of him going to buy a appraiser, my nigga, he is the appraiser. You feel me? He is the contractor. He doing all. You see what I'm saying? You went from promoter to manager. Now he's fucking around fucking with the talent. It's like, come on, bro. That's the game. That's the end game here. You feel me? Multiple modes of money. Of course you're gonna make money if you're the only drug testing motherfucker. Of course. You feel me? Why not make an example out of your fighters? It's not like you ain't gonna get more fighters, you feel me? Fuck it, sacrifice. Fuck it. I'm just telling you the type of shit that I done seen in business in general. Like we can't say that we don't know nobody who do this shit, who got an LLC, who do, you feel me, who done sold the LLC to themselves type of shit. Come on, bro. We done seen this shit, bro. Motherfucker ain't gonna. I ain't gonna. It's shaky shit going on, and like I say, you the only he the only one drug testing. Come on, bro. That's an incentive right there for fuckery. You feel me? What if we become the big bad wolf on the block? You feel me? For drug testing, ain't no more water, ain't no more USADA, ain't no. Y'all gotta come to I don't even know what the fuck you want to call it, Eddie Hearns UA or something, UDA. I don't know what the fuck you would call it, but shit, that's my theory, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think that shit is real, man, and. I don't know. Like I say, I done seen it before. I know a little bit about it, a little bit. Like I say, dealing with these houses and shit. I see niggas all the time who hiring basically they self to do the work on the house and then hiring their motherfucking cousin, you feel me, to give the appraisal of the house, all type of shit.
All right, Treese. Appreciate you calling in. We got a couple super chats we got to get to. I got Optimus Prime with a $10 super chat. He said, a diamond under pressure. Eddie Hearn emoji. Face with tears of joy emoji. Also, I want to go ahead and screen share another. Wait, what the hell?
What you screen sharing, champ?
Well, I don't think I can. What's up with the article you sent me trying to make me join and shit? I don't want to sign up to nothing.
We got $2 super chat from Loso 1131 that says, Danny, you look like Farruko. Yeah, that was funnier when I was a bit fatter, champ. Cause I didn't know who he was, and that's how I got put on. But RRT boxing with Mr. A $5 says, just asking, would you question 9 days on a clean test? Someone help her pass. Hashtag Hardin. I would question anything that breaks protocol. So if the protocol says overnight shipping is required, and somehow it takes 9 fucking days to get from Michigan to Salt Lake City, Utah, yeah, I'm gonna question it, positive or negative.
I've been sent another exhibit here of another matchroom fighter accusing Eddie Hearn of something similar, is what I'll say, as we can hear it together. This is good old Dillian White.
Watched the rematch, AJ and Dylan. I spoke to Dylan. Dylan feels bad. He goes, Eddie, you did something with his bloods, so I don't know.
Thanks, Derek. Definitely didn't want this fight to fall through.
No, I spoke to him. He said, you did something to his bloods. I'm like, what did he do?
I knew I'd get the blame.
So this is Derek Chisora saying that he received the call from Dillian White, that Dillian White said Eddie fucked with his blood test results so that the AJ fight doesn't happen, because Eddie obviously knew that Dillian would win. So obviously it's a joke, but you never know, right? More to the conspiracy. I was going to show you Danny's New York Times article, but for whatever reason it says I've reached the limit, so you might want to tell him the headline, because I can't. Shit whack. I'm not about to pay for New York Times just to screen share a headline.
Because I think I only sent you one of them, right?
Yeah, the only one you did send, Champy.
All right, so yeah, there was a few, but I guess we can go with drug-free sport mishandled tests. In one lawsuit, drug-free sport company tied to NCAA draws allegations. Drug-free sport mishandled NFL test results.
So not the first time they've mishandled some results. I got Loso 1131. You said that. You said RRT as well? RRT, just asking, would you question 9 days clean test? Someone help her pass. I mean, he did read that. But yeah, you got to question anything that takes long, because imagine she did come back clean, right? Lenardatu could be saying, why are we believing she came back clean if it took 9 days for that sample to get where it had to go? I got Huang in Houston. What's up?
Hey, good morning, brother. Man, I like this topic y'all on today, man. And I think you got some right in saying about the conspiracy stuff and what you brought up about, what Derek Chisora was saying, because if you think about it, Conor Ben was like coming up like 2 weight classes to fight Eubank Jr., right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if we pop, maybe they're like, man, this might be a bad decision. Maybe we need to walk back this decision. You know what? We'll pop him, say he popped, and then, say, oh, later on, it was a mistake, we retested or whatever. You know what I mean? Because he's a matchmaker. And if he's linked in with them people, you never know. So, man, good show today, man. I'm locked in on this one, man. I like this one. Appreciate y'all, brother.
Appreciate you, champ. Thank you for calling in. We got Cliff in Connecticut.
Yo.
What up?
Yo, what up? Yo, I'm trying to make sense of this, because like boxing is so sloppy with everything. It's like, what the fuck? It ain't no rules. It's the Wild Wild West. So so that dude is he can receive the test back, and then it's up to him if he wants to announce the results? Is that what that means by him being an arbitrator?
Well, again, that's Simon Jordan insinuating that.
But Eddie denied it.
Eddie clearly denied it and said it's rubbish, mate. Rubbish.
So who exposes if somebody is positive or negative? Like if it's
Drug-free
not up to
sport.
him, who's it
Drug-free
up
sport
to?
was the testing agency that obviously, found
Did the test, but who lets the public know, or what I mean, that when someone fails, whose responsibility is that?
Well, drug-free sport,
to let us
drug-free.
know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's obvious that if I hire you, right, you got to tell me the results. I mean, I don't want to hear it. Like,
right.
Eddie is on record saying that they're the only promoters paying for testing. That's why they hired drug-free sports. So when drug-free sports finds a positive test result, they got to report it to the people that's paying them to do the fucking test. The same way that VADA does. It's no different than VADA. When VADA tests two fighters, they got to go to the promoter and be like, yo, this is what happened.
And it still don't make it's still boxing's still so crazy though, because saying that's all to be true what you said, so they're gonna tell him, all right, here's the results. Now who's the authority over him to make sure that
well, the authority are the
truth
commissions,
of the results?
the commissions, the state commissions, and if you're talking UK, then we're talking the British Board of Boxing Control. We're talking sanctioning bodies. That's why the WBC already submitted a letter to Alycia Baumgardner saying that they have received, because once free sports testing does what they do, they got to send the results to Eddie. And Eddie got to make sure, if Eddie don't make sure, free sports got to send it to the sanctioning bodies and to the state commission, which is Detroit, Michigan.
All right. Last thing, because I'm a truck driver too, so I'm familiar with taking his test just to keep my license. So everybody is like upset about the 9 days and except for it to travel. What? Everybody worried about that, but when you take a drug test, you got to put your initials on the tubes that you piss in. You got to sign shit.
You may feel like it's your tongue.
All that stuff should be like, they should be able to tell if that's just somebody opened it, tampered it, or if that's the same bottle that she used.
I mean, even if it is the same bottle.
I hear you, but I don't think it's the same. Let me just jump on this one, only Danny, because of the my experience being a truck driver, having to take the urine test to keep my yearly DOT card and be able to continue to do the CDL thing. They usually send you to a facility where you get tested on site, and the sample, they are keeping it there. The lab is there. So then your boss or your job finds out within that week. You know what I mean? Traveling 9 days is just ridiculous. Anyone trying to defend it is ridiculous. But I did see, let me see something here before. Let me just get to this next caller real quick before I get to the next caller real quick. You know what I'm saying? We got someone on Discord. Hello, on Discord.
Yo.
What
shout
up?
Out.
Oh, this is J-Mac. What up?
Hey, shout out to Law Haney era. A bunch of his fans, his haters. They just love Bill and Haney so much, so I dedicated my name to him. Hey man, look, with this drug test stuff, I think it is a lot of allegation. I think a lot of more hard facts need to be put out. I'm not gonna speculate on it, but if she dirty, she dirty. I'm gonna treat her just like I treated any other fighter who got caught cheating. And I mean, I think what they're doing in the sport, they should just make the drug cheats more have to pay a steeper fine or these steeper fights. But if she innocent, I side with her because I actually like Baumgardner, but I don't like quite a other few fighters that got caught cheating too. So I don't know which one it is. I need more hard facts. All that drug testing, all the days and what have you, traveling, all that. I don't know enough to have enough of a opinion. But shout out to Baumgardner. Hope she wasn't cheating. But with the tank fight, when we get on that, y'all talking more about the drug test.
We talked about it, so you entitled to bring it back up. Like we talking both subjects.
All right. Hey man, like, oh, it this serious? Like, man, like this only confirms what I continue thinking about him. This dude gonna fight Cruz after the way Cruz looked in his last performance,
I mean,
and
think
we gonna
about it
keep
though.
thinking Tank is
Think
this and
about it
that.
though.
I
Think
mean,
about
like
it
it's
though.
getting ridiculous at this point.
I mean, I hear
Go
you.
ahead.
I hear you, right? But Tank did fight a world champion, and then he had his super fight this year. So if, like Canelo, he slides in someone that can be compared to Yeardom, but obviously Cruz is way better than Yeardom. At the end of the day, I know how you think, and you a boxing fan, you want the best fight and the best, but we also a sport that needs to grow. So if we could get the face of boxing fighting 3 times in 1 year, and one of those fights out of 3 are not the best, I ain't mad.
I mean, would it be 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3?
Hear me?
Bro, he fought a champ. What you mean 2? You ain't like the Ryan fight? Because fighting the world champion is what Canelo, Terrence Crawford, and Mayweather brag about. I beat 24. I beat 21. I beat 18. Or I beat 24, 18, and 11. How is it? What's the math?
Yeah, but so Floyd at 24, I think Canelo at 21. But usually it's guys in a weight class, brother.
Champion is a champion. I can't take that from you. No one can take
I hear
the
you. I'm not taking it.
No one can take away K9 Bundridge was
know what you was
154 champ.
considering. Like,
We can't take away that
A-level.
K9 Bundridge was 154 champ. We can't take that away. So once you a champ, you a champ. J-Mac, I don't know what's up with you. Are you there? Because you seem to like not, maybe you went through a bad service area. We just ain't hearing you, champ. What else we got? This
You
my
may feel
man
like it's your
Brandon
time,
in Cincinnati.
but it's not your time.
What up, though?
TVV, what's happening?
What up with you?
Can y'all hear me? How's my audio?
Straight.
Out here on the road, man, trying to get it done. Hope everybody's protecting their mental health. You know my, slogan, skills over narratives any day of the week. Tank and Cruz, I'm not surprised. They put this motherfucker on every pay-per-view in the past year or two, so they had to be doing that for some reason. They're building him up to put him in something big, and so that was nobody surprised that he's getting this rematch. Like I said, Tank is gonna be, making his yearly appearance at Chipotle yet again. I mean, it is what it is with Tank. I understand the assignment for PBC when it comes to Tank. He ain't trying to be champ. He ain't trying to be undisputed. They're trying to make him a cash cow, big attraction. As long as I understand that, it is what it is. As long as he brings out the bitches, puts on big events, I don't mind what Tank's doing. He's putting on nice performances, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. He's going to keep fighting Mexicans. And when they run out of Mexicans, they're going to find a motherfucker who looks like a Mexican and make him an honorary Mexican. It is what it is with Tank. Either you like it or you don't. I'm 50-50 on it. I am getting tired of this shit. Hopefully next year he'll either move up, fight Teofimo, fight Devin at 140, or fight Shakur at 135, because they're running out of opponents at 135 for Tank to fight. They damn sure running out of logical Mexicans for him to fight. So that's my opinion on Tank. They got to do what they got to do to keep the lights on over there.
Yo,
Alycia Baumgardner, I'm kind of like my brother J-Mac, man. I'm going to stay out of that. I mean, I understand, tainted. I guess it's the chance that it happens. It's probably rare, but I understand samples can be tainted. But I ain't gonna be on here simping like the rest of you motherfuckers, turning into a conspiracy theorist because she got a pretty face and a tight ass. I hear a lot of y'all just, oh, there's no way she popped hot. It's got to be a conspiracy. It's got to be Matchroom doing. No, I ain't gonna be doing all that because I think she pretty. If we weren't doing that for Nigel, Conor Ben, we weren't doing that for Dilly and the Big Baby, none of them motherfuckers. Once they pissed hot, we fucking crucified them. So I ain't saying crucify her, but I ain't about to be simping either. I like her too, damn it. But goddamn, y'all boys just acting like it's impossible that she fucking took something. Motherfucker be ripped up and chipped up, as King Born would say. It ain't out the rim that she probably took something. Shit. I got other questions if she out there juicing dough. Never mind.
But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna stay out of that. I mean, I hope she didn't piss out. I hope everything comes back that it was a mistake. But I ain't about to put my integrity on the line vouching for her ass. I don't know her. So that's my opinion on that. But other than that, TBV, man, y'all have a great day. Protect y'all mental health at all times and it skills over narratives at
You
all
may
times,
feel like
man.
it's your
Take it easy.
time, but it's not your time.
Shout out. Appreciate the call. Yo, I wanted to ask him. I'm like, yo, did he really say logical Mexicans? Was that the phrase that he used? But yo, Ness, who we got next, champ?
Bro, what's up with this dude falsely quoting me, bro? This is crazy, but hey, man, whatever's. Look at this shit. This he talking about 2 hours ago. 2 hours. You better put the audio to this shit, motherfucker. He said 2 hours ago. I said, look at Conor Ben. They tried to conceal Ben up until the actual fight date, and somebody leaked it. I don't even remember using the phrase "somebody leaked it." And they can conceal people's test result. They can make people's test result.
Nah, he said it says Jessica McCaskill said
Wait,
that.
oh, thank God, because I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't say that shit. Well, you still on camera. Danny over here throwing up gang signs. Okay, so that was Jessica McCat. I'm like, hold up, they say boxing. Well, I ain't say that shit, but there was something else I wanted to show you from this Twitter. Where is it? Damn, I had it too. I'm gonna have to come back to it. Damn it. We going to boxing MD. What up? You must unmute, my friend. Boxing MD, do you want to unmute or are we moving on? All right. Nino.
Yo, Ness, Danny, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm just piggybacking off the last caller about that Tank shit. I've been feeling like that for a little minute. Tank gonna do what he wanna do. And this shit, we just gotta accept it at this point. I think he gonna do whatever he want to. If he keep getting them 200K pay-per-views, shit, he gonna do whatever. But I feel like if he take a little hit or something, he do like 150, 175 or something, you might see people ain't fucking with that. He might give us the big fight next year, but I expect that to happen anyway. He just doing what he wants to right now. I ain't expect no big name after him coming out of jail for like a month or whatever anyway. So it is what it is with him. But until he take a little hit on that pay-per-view number, I think he gonna do whatever he wants to. And shit, from the business side, I don't even blame him for it, to be honest. But about the Alycia shit, like I've been saying, if she guilty, she guilty. It really ain't nothing to argue about or gloat about or no shit like that. I ain't happy for her. I see people on Twitter making jokes and shit. All these little memes and videos going around her muscles and shit. But it is what it is, man. Like I think it was the first caller said, I ain't gonna really speak too much on it. Like shit, if it come back that she was positive, she just gonna get stripped or whatever, and probably get 6 months to a year, and that's respectable. That's what everybody else get damn near. So it ain't nothing to jump out the roof about. Like shit, we done seen this happen before. I don't really remember no female champion, like undisputed champion, getting caught. But I just now started getting on the females like a year ago. So I don't really know about that shit on the female side. But people really don't even care about them fighters over there. No way, man. They just want something to talk about. Them niggas ain't tuning in to the females like that anyway. But that's all I got, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I'm out of here.
All right, all right, all right. We got CYP. What up?
Yo, yo, yo. All right, look, if I run over, y'all gonna have to bill me because there's some shit y'all need to understand about testing and the way things go. I don't know how many people listening or calling in have actually done water or you side of testing. I don't know how many of you have seen it done. I don't know how many of you coach athletes that have done it. I have done all. I have taken them. I have seen them given. My athletes have taken them. We have never had a negative test. I'm gonna tell you how it goes. There's a tester. The tester does not have to have a degree. They can be a regular person. They just work for them. They're the ones who come to your house or they're the ones who administer the test. They're not that important. They're just there to make sure you do it the right way. There is numbers on your test, not your name. Numbers on your test, not your name. They take the test to the lab. The name of what you found the paperwork goes to a different facility, right? So the people who are testing it, the scientists that are testing it, they don't know who the fuck this belongs to. They're just testing it for adverse findings. They have no idea. So for some of you guys to not understand how it works, you don't understand. To set somebody up takes a lot to set somebody up. You have to do so much things wrong to set someone up. There has to be so much money invested in this that if it gets blown up, the whole ship blows up. You can lose hundreds of millions of dollars. So to set somebody up is something is very, very dumb to do. It's easy to catch because that's not how it works. Secondly, I would tell Alycia this. Do what Canelo did. Privately admit to guilt. Take your 6-month suspension for first-time offenses who cooperate. Come back in 6 months. Move on with your career. It worked out for Canelo. It should work out for you. And remember, if they thought you were guilty, they're going to leave you guilty, whether you're guilty or innocent. That's what accusations do. Accusations are there to shame you, whether you are wrong or right. Fuck the haters. They're going to do that anyway. My advice to you, as a person who deals with this, talk to them. You know what? Okay, I made a mistake. It is what it is. What's next? 6-month suspension, first time ban. See you in 6 months. Let's move on with that bullshit. I'm not even going to talk about that more. All this other stuff you're doing is up to you, but that will be my advice to you. When it comes down to my man Tank, if you look at the Ring magazine top 10 rankings for 135, there's only one person on there who's beaten 2 of the top 5. 2 of the top 5. That's Tank. 2 of the top 5. That's Tank. Y'all want him to face number 3 before other dudes face number 2. Nah, fuck all that. He gonna face who he want to face, and then he'll get back to business next. If you look at the reality, Fielding, Ryder, and Yeardom are not as good as Pitbull Cruz. We were cool with those little mandatories and those guys. Be cool with Cruz. Shout out to Ness for bringing that shit up. Some of the shit y'all, you guys swear to God that they're supposed to listen to you and what you want. They never have, and they never will. Hardcores bring a certain dollar amount, and that's as far as y'all go. The casuals are the ones who bring in the real money, and that's what they really care about.
But it's not
That's what they really, really care about. They don't really care about what we're talking about or what we want. Let's just remember that before you get all hostile and irate and want to call names and he's a this and he's a ducker and blah, 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 blah. They don't give a shit. He don't even fucking hear you. It's falling on deaf ears. So do you hear me? And am I making myself clear? CYP out.
All right. So I got something else here to screen share. This is an official statement from again McCaskill. Obviously, this news being so hot, she had to repost this. This is 15 minutes ago, ladies and gents. 15 minutes ago. She has the comments. I think they're turned off because I don't see where to add it. But like official statement, the statements I made about Matchroom and Eddie Hearn on the Boxing Voice 8/16/23 were 100% untrue. I apologize for my statements that were made. I am sorry, and I apologize for the mistake, Jessica McCaskill. But again, I'm just gonna be real. Like we all watch X Factors, right? Or X Files and shit. Like, ain't this exactly how conspiracies go? You say some shit that's off the wall, and they try to make you look crazy. They make you retract your shit, and then all of a sudden you gone. You disappear. You feel me? Now maybe she ain't gonna disappear because this ain't X Files, but she might disappear from Matchroom if she say some more shit. I'll tell you that. But that's exactly what a conspiracy is to me. I don't know, man. I've been watching television a long time, but I got my man Marcus. What up?
Yo,
Good morning, TVV. What's good with you, man? The brand is bigger than the person, man. Lisa Pop, man. A lot of these fighters take stuff, man, that's not banned, or they don't know it's banned yet, or it hasn't quite been banned. And sometimes when you're taking stuff in your system, man, it gets into your fat tissues. And until you really get down and start crunching and making, and I'm not saying crunch is the exercise, but I'm saying until you start grinding and getting that weight off and all that stuff, and your body's not burning the energy from the food you ate, it starts to burn adipose tissues. I posted in there. I know a dude that smoked weed so heavy, man. The police, judge told him stop smoking, right? Man, stop smoking. He's still pissing dirty. Why? He going shooting basketball, exercising, trying to replace it with something different. They lock the man up, step him back. You know what I'm saying? They step him back. He in the day room exercising and shit. He's still pissing dirty. You know what I'm saying? So finally they released him and realized, man, the man just had so much of the shit in his system, or that the shit was stored in his system, that it was coming out doing exercise. I agree on one sense with CYP. She need to just take the low key approach. Just be quiet about it till the B sample come out. Don't get out in front of it, because nothing to get out in front of it almost look guilty doing it now. And everybody that want to hit, that got access to, JB, that they wouldn't hit Clarissa with the same access, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She gonna rock with you. She gonna rock with you, man. But you got to call the news the news. The brand is bigger than the person, man. As far as Cruz, man, Tank deserve a fight like that. Who else could he fight? At least it's a name brand. He did make Cruz famous from in a loss. All the people that Cruz had been mentioned with was basically off of his performance against Gervonta. Gervonta did give us a big fight this year. He gave us Garcia and Garcia, second one being the bigger of the two. Also, the boxing budget is low at the end of the year. We found that out last year when they were trying to negotiate Crawford and Spence. So, it's probably within the budget of what Cruz would take, and then we should accept it. This is not the MMA. You can't fight a grind-out fight. Not to say Ryan Garcia was a
Pay-per-views ain't
grind-out
got
fight,
nothing
but
to do with budget, champ. You know that. But I feel you about everything else. But pay-per-view ain't about budget, and they know he gonna make at least 225, which is like 22 million.
Pay-per-view is 100% about budget, because you got to be able. We just dog the Spence fight because the undercard. No, hold on. That's why I say that. I'm not saying network budget. I'm saying promoters budget.
Okay, now we
promoter
talking.
got to be willing to do it.
Now we talking. And why the
Well,
fuck?
if
And
you
why the
let
fuck?
him talk.
And why the fuck his promoter won't do it when the man successfully does $22 million worth of pay-per-view money?
Well, listen, is that the 22 million? That's the 22 million off the 200 he had been selling beforehand.
Yes.
But remember,
yes.
we just eviscerated the Spence Crawford card. We eviscerated the Spence Crawford card for not having a better undercard, because a lot of the money was top heavy to the top fighters. You know what I'm saying? So that you can't do it every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know
time,
what you're trying to say. Again, Tank versus Cruz makes money because, like you already stated,
no question.
Cruz is a low budget fight, and he makes a lot of pay-per-views.
But would you buy it for 70? But would you buy it for $70 with a nondescript?
Bro, they buying that shit for $80, not $70, $80.
No. I'm just. But I tried to use 70 to see if you'll buy it. Would you buy it for 70?
I'm buying
with a nondescript undercard.
Man, he the second face or the
so
face.
Hold on. Let me ask you. Hold on. So listen, what I'm saying. I'm trying to try to get logic. The other day at the NY press conference between Mel and Canelo, you said they didn't sell you enough to get your money.
Mm-hmm.
So how does Cruz and Tank without a more undercard at 70 get your money off the break without them even?
Because Cruz and Tank in the same division. You trying to compare a super fight, or rather a handicap fight that they covering up as a super fight, and trying to say, oh well, you should give up your money. It's like, no, at least Cruz got a chance because he's in Tank's division. Casual argument is Jamel got no shot because he moving up 2 divisions. Now that's casual logic, but that's also who buys the pay-per-views. I think this 954 Rocky, right? I'm trying to learn these shits by corazón.
Yes, sir. Buenos dias.
What up?
Top of the morning.
What up, champs? Yo, Ness, so if Tank and Cruz is fighting again, why you not pushing for undisputed versus undisputed, champ?
Who's that?
Your boy Dev Dollars. Why you don't want him to go up and fight Bud?
Because Dev already got a fight that he's getting millions of dollars for versus Regis, a puncher that Bud was supposed to fight. So we going to test the waters with that guy first. We only 24. Tank 28.
He talking about we.
Tank 28. We only 24, baby. You keep forgetting that shit.
I don't know,
We
champ.
24
I
undisputed.
don't know, champ, but
We 24
you was trying to
undisputed
line
going up
Tank
to
up,
another
but you won't
division.
line your boy up, though. You won't let Devin
We
go
is
up.
lined up. Fuck you mean? I don't
Bro,
see Tank. Oh, hold on. Don't help me. I do not see Tank responding to Regis, who been calling him out for 5 fucking years, man. We is lining him up. We taking care of everybody who was bullying Tank. Loma bullied his ass and had motherfucking Floyd coming out here talking about, oh, he old, we young, we can do whatever. He gonna get old. All right, well, Dev Dollars took care of that. Regis was on fucking Tank Hills too. Dev Dollars gonna take care of that. Yeah, that's what we do over here, man. Devin Haney voice. Stand up.
Champ,
Bang, bang, gang.
I heard Regis
Bang,
say
bang,
that,
Haney gang.
didn't sign the fight, though.
You know we can't hear you, dude. You know he talking over you. We can't hear you.
Fuck. Hey, Danny. Hey, word is more. Bang, bang, Haney gang. You see the H, bitch? What?
Bro, you was just throwing up blood. What you talking
That's
about?
That's an
Nah.
That's
Y'all
an
gotta keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Undisputed versus undisputed.
But
He didn't sign that Regis fight
hold
yet.
on.
Let's see him go up and be great.
Yeah, I mean, tell him to offer the fight without no rehydration clause. But yo, in the meantime,
he talking about Devin go up and be great versus Bud. You ain't even listening.
Nah, but when was Devin talking about Bud got a glass chin and Bud ain't this and
Not
Bud,
never.
You get what I'm saying? That's the only reason this is even a topic of conversation.
Not never.
The only reason.
Alright, whatever, Danny. You still keep that same energy. Y'all want Tank to do it. Let your boy Devin do it.
Hey, yo, Champ.
That's like Sugar Ray Leonard coming up and
Hold up,
fighting
Champ.
Marvin Hagler.
Hold up, Champ.
I mean,
hold up.
I didn't know Devin moved up and already won the belt at 40. My bad.
Hold up. So somehow we not keeping the same energy when Devin undisputed. Did Tank? No. Somehow we not keeping the same energy when Devin moving up and he fighting Regis. Did Tank? No. He fought Barrios. I mean, how we not keeping the same energy, bro? Sound like you not keeping the same energy. Spin off.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Talking that energy, y'all gotta keep the same one.
Yo.
What up, Fats?
What up? What's y'all, man? What up, man? I'm loving the topic. We knew the Cruz shit was coming, yo. I called this shit months
Word
ago.
is
This
born,
shit.
you did.
Only thing that be bothering me about it is the excuses. Like, Calvin, what you mean? Oh, Devin moved up to 140, so they not available. Okay. So when they was waiting for you, you got out of jail and all that. Okay, you don't want to fight them. You ain't sent a contract. You had your trainer lying. Said they sent contracts and shit like that. Like, bro, like, come on, I'm tired of the recipe, bro. You always wait till that man get a fight, then say he not available. Like, come on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I believe Leonard when Leonard said the fight will happen one day, just not today. So I do think it'll happen down the line, but it ain't gonna be till again, like Nino was saying. I said it before too. Like, it ain't gonna happen till Tank numbers take a little dip and his people get tired of it. Until they get tired of it and catch on and see that he ain't really fighting the top dudes in his division at the time that he need to fight. It ain't, it's gonna keep on happening. You know what I mean? So, just gotta get used to it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not paying for the Cruz shit. I might go over my father's house and watch it, somebody's house to watch it, but I'm not paying for it. But the Baumgardner shit, man, I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, again, like when Canelo ate the green eggs and ham and all these guys, we straight jump on them. Whether before we know.
I didn't.
No, not saying you did, not saying y'all did, but I'm saying like the boxing world. We talk about the boxing world, not just y'all, but the other YouTubers and shit like that. But now when it comes to her, because they like them they like her for whatever reason. I like her too, but I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't know her like that. Like Clarissa Shields been boxing for a long time. She ever pop dirty?
Nah.
Right. She got muscles and shit. Yeah, she got muscles and shit like that. She ain't popping dirty. I mean, then they say the DAZN shit, like, Wasn't Devin Haney over there with the zone wild? He left him and he coming back. He ain't Eddie Hearn ain't sabotage him or Ron Garcia. I don't.
Yeah, I don't
So
know
I
about
mean,
all
all this.
that. I don't know about all that. I
Yeah,
definitely,
that's what I'm saying.
like I said, I just find it weird that it took a week and a half for the test to make it from Michigan to Utah. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's crazy too. I do think if anything, I think that maybe they knew about it that she popped 30 before the fight and still let it go on, which shouldn't have happened. But
I mean, if
we
they
just gotta
tested
see
her
what
three
happens,
days
man.
before the fight and it took the test 9 days to get tested or to make
You
it to
may
the
feel like it's
lab.
your
Oh,
time,
I'm gonna send you the file. I'm gonna send you that
but it's
file
not
too.
your time.
Guys, go ahead though. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, if it took, if the test was 3 or 4 days before the fight, 3 days before the fight,
Yeah.
and it took the test 9 days just to get to the lab, just to get to the lab. You know what I'm saying? The test ain't even get tested till after the fight when it should have been tested overnight.
Yeah,
Or,
what's the
or,
point?
or sent
What's the
over.
point of having a
See, but
pre-fight
that's a
test if that shit
conspiracy
don't
though. But
come
that's
back?
a conspiracy. Is
There's
that a
zero
conspiracy
conspiracy.
though?
There's zero conspiracy. Zero. This is literally proven. This is literally reported from numerous sources that it took 9 days from the test date to the day to get to the lab. It took 9 days.
I feel you, but there's another thing again why I don't put it past Aneva because we don't know. Like when somebody accuse you of some shit, and I was telling Nestor, like when somebody accuse you of some shit, you know you ain't do. The cops say you did something, you like hell no, fuck they talking like what? I know I ain't do that. Coming out posting memes and shit like that. Like this is serious business. They saying that you did this. Like for her to come out there and think it's a game. I mean, I think that's kind of like I don't know, man. Like, did you know? Did you not know? I mean, I don't put it past it. So we just gotta see what happens. But I think for the girl and like for that girl to come out about that conspiracy, I knew she was gonna walk it back. I knew she was gonna walk it back. I don't even know why she said that shit. Now all of a sudden she walking it back. You know what I mean? You gotta worry about. I mean, I ain't saying Eddie Hearn going to sue or nothing like that, but like he said, that's defamatory. Like you trying to hurt his business, saying some shit like that. So man, we just gotta see how it play out. But all that, when it come to her, cause you like her, we gotta the white man thirst for world domination, and you gotta understand, brother, that one fish, two fish, and all. Nah, bro, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. Like Clarissa Shields ain't never popped dirty, and she's strong. She got muscles and all that. I'm not. So yeah, we just gotta see how that play out. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate the support. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. If you're a fighter, or if you're a regular guy like me and Danny and you're just trying to cut some weight without hitting the gym, like, look, someone gave Danny a compliment yesterday and said how they watched a video from last year and he was so big and how he's kept the weight off. And that's the beauty. He's kept the weight off without going to the gym, just eating the fabulous food over at Foodie Fit. And let me tell you, it's actually amazing. Right now, I'm enjoying the fajita chicken tacos. But before that, I was in love with those mango shrimp tacos. And they're not just tacos, let me tell you, but it's about the health. It's about things
Oh, you talking
staying
about the
under calorie.
al pastor tacos?
Al pastor tacos.
Yeah, yeah, those are hidden.
Definitely check out Foodie Fit. They have multiple locations in the city. They got microwaves, they got utensils. You can pick up a meal under $15.
You could pick up a meal under $10.
There you go. And not have to stop at any, burger joint for greasy, processed, garbage food. There's a day for that though. You can cheat. Foodie Fit encourages you to cheat.
They do.
They do.
Just not on your girl.
That's true. That would be bad. Don't do that. We're going to Professor in a 2-1-6.
Nah, we got CYP on the counter.
Uh-oh. Professor, hold that thought. Counterpunch, counter line. Who's gonna win this year, Treese or
Yo, you already
CYP?
know. Man, I don't give a. I
Yo,
told you, I don't care who wins. I won 4. I'm good. Oh, listen to this. You can't duck a no offer. So send us the articles where Regis, Devin, or Shakur said take an offer and he ducked it. I just want them articles. I'm not saying they're not out there. Somebody just send them for me because CYP Discovery has not been able to find it. Only offer that was ever made to Tank was from Oscar for Ryan. That shit didn't work out, but they still negotiated. And guess what happened? They fought. So all this, he ducking, man, please. And Lomachenko, in his own words, I found the article, said, no, Tank Davis did not duck me. He said that Bob and Floyd had a sit down to talk about the fight. They did not come out with an agreement. See, these are facts that are behind the scenes that y'all bitches don't want to hear because you just don't like people. Like I told you, accusations are what y'all live for because y'all are fucking idiots. Last thing, Mexicans still defend Canelo to this day. UK never brings up Tyson Fury's suspension. But if we defend or go silent for Alycia, it's a problem, according to dumbass black dudes. You always miss the opportunities for unity. You always miss the opportunities for unity. You're the only group of fucking people who ignore unity. It's like you're fucking stupid. So I get on here and I pick on you because you're dumb. Every group of people do this except for us. We always got to keep it real, but don't realize that the only real people is us. So if you're the only people keeping it real and it's detrimental to you, you actually are keeping it real tough for you to survive. Dumbasses, be the fuck quiet sometime. You're not the smart dude calling up in there, do, and you sound dumb while you doing it. You sound dumb while you doing it. Dumbass, be the fuck quiet sometime, my guy. Because they don't do it, and quit bringing them up because you don't know what they do. They defend their people. They stand up for their people. We don't. I'm here to do it. Viva la America! CYP out.
Viva la America, bro. I know that was a shot at Fast. He said, do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Numbers. What up?
yo, Ness.
Oh shit, my bad. That's right. That's
You,
right.
you, you forgot about me.
I did, but you ain't forget, and that's what
Yo, even
matters.
Tip said, "Oh snap, he cooking." Yo, from B More.
But look, check this out, man.
Yeah, yo, for me.
I've been saying this, and I'm about to probably argue with the back call niggas today about this. The Tank fan club, the Tank Brigade. He not as confident as he try to make himself seem. He don't really he not really that nigga that he want y'all to believe he is. Like, yeah, these the same niggas that talk about Canelo this, Canelo that, and I ain't too fond of Canelo myself, but shit, Canelo done fought more slick black fighters than Tank. Nigga, how you a slick black fighter that's afraid to
He
fight
about to
slick
fight
black
Colbert.
fighters?
He about to
You know
fight
what I'm saying?
Colbert.
Huh?
He about to fight Colbert.
Man, Ness.
Slick
Now,
black.
me and you both
Slick
watched
black.
Colbert get his ass beat twice, 2 times in a row.
Nah, he beat
Through his last,
Rayo.
don't nobody want to see that shit.
He beat Rayo. And that's one
Yeah, Ryo
puncher.
whooped his
That's
Ryo
one
whooped his
puncher he
motherfucking ass.
beat.
I ain't even finna have that conversation with you, bruh. Ryo was beating his ass all up and down that ring, and yeah, he did do better towards the end of the fight. But bro, Ryo should have won that fight.
Come on.
And it's like, you know what? It's crazy because Tank, this is what he do, right? He run his mouth, right? When he get the stage, all eyes on him. He run his mouth. Oh, I'll knock out Regis. Oh, I'll knock out Josh Taylor. Oh, I'll do this to Devin Haney. But when it's time to put your money where your mouth is, oh, I'll knock out Terrence Crawford. What? Oh, now you want to fight Isak Cruz, right? And watch these niggas. And I said it's gonna be funny to watch how these niggas defend this shit, bro. It's gonna be funny to watch how these niggas defend this shit over and over and over again, bro. It's something about Tank we don't know about, bro. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. Maybe it's his chin.
Can I
It's
ask a
something about
question?
Tank we
Can
don't
I
know
ask a
about where
question?
they don't feel confident or Tank don't feel confident for them to put him in with somebody legit.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you
Go ahead.
like the Hector Garcia fight at all?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Did you
No. And
like the Ryan
if I
fight?
didn't like the Hector Garcia fight,
You broke us. They get too excited like he broke his phone.
Uber fight.
You there? Cause you broke your phone
No.
after you said
No,
fuck
so
no.
I got a call.
Oh.
I got a call. My fault. But yeah, it's like no, I didn't because once again,
All Tank doing is you calling out guys above you, right? And you getting us excited that you about to fight these guys you calling out above you. But then what you doing is you bringing up lower guys. And yeah, they might be champions for sure. But is you fight at 135, right? So why is you bringing up niggas from 130 if you fight at 135?
All right, but
why is you fighting?
But look at what he did, right? He took a tune-up in a world champion, right? Then he gave you the super fight you've been begging for. So now he about to close this dude mouth who made a name off himself for.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
He made a name off himself for not getting knocked out. So we gonna take him out, and Dennis Shakur. You feel me? But
Nah,
no
champion. The nigga scared.
No
He's scared,
champion.
Ness. Come on.
Listen.
And you want to see him get knocked out. That's
no champion deserves. No champion deserves to have to go through tough fight after tough fight after tough fight. You know, salute to Earl, who does that. Salute to Crawford that wants to do that next and go straight into Jamel. You know, but not everybody does that. Shout out to Tyson Fury. He took 2 tune-ups after a hard Wilder fight. Then he went back, fought Wilder, took another motherfucking softer fight with Dillian White. You feel me? Now he about to take another softer fight with Ngannou. Like, no world champion deserves to go through the motherfucking grinder. Who next?
Burrs on Twitter Spaces. What up?
You sound muffled.
Hello.
You sound very muffled.
Gonna come back to you. Did you go to Fats already?
I mean, we went to him, so if he's back, he got a counterpunch. Yeah, he got a counterpunch. Trees got a counterpunch too on Block Talk. What up, champ? Hit the bell,
somebody
Danny.
don't take that bitch phone. Somebody don't take that bitch phone. He always calling in, yelling and shit first thing in the morning, veins popping all out his neck. Shut the fuck up. First off, when did you hear me calling in here talking about I be in the rooms with people? Bro, you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Maybe if you come up with some air sometimes, that let all them niggas teabag you. You coming in here rapping motherfuckers like you their fucking girlfriends or something. Like, bro, sit your dumb ass down, bro. Like, you the main one. Keep talking about, oh, brothers need to support each other. Brothers need to support each other. Nigga, you come in here and think you above a nigga every chance you get. You always talking about yourself. We don't give a fuck about your life stories. He calling in and talking about, oh, yeah, because they writing a book on me. Well, I did my due diligence. I did my Googles. And you wouldn't believe who writing a book on them, Ness. You wouldn't believe it. Guess who writing a book on them? I couldn't believe it either. Guess who writing a book on him?
Ooh.
CYP. Ain't nobody writing no fucking book on him. He always come in this bitch line because people like him in the group chat. Bruh, live in the metaverse. Like, this shit that Cho be on, bruh, like, I done called in here. You already know who I rock with. Wilder, Bud, Dave, and Tank. No particular order. But I'm going to call a nigga out on his shit. Every time they ask him about Devin Haney, they just ask him his last fight about Devin Haney. Oh, I don't want to talk about him. Huh? What, you scared of him? You don't want to say it? I mean, bro, don't be talking shit about you. Bro, don't be saying you this, you that. Like, he just want to fight you. So you don't even want to mention his name and shit. Like, come on, bro. You be calling in here dick sucking just because you like a nigga. Like, bro, I know your girl be mad as shit with you. Like, she be wanting to take your phone. Like, I know she want to break that bitch. That's all you do is call in this bitch and argue like a bitch. That's all he do. He talking about, oh yeah, because I got a gym. Bitch, you just saying that's your gym because you go there a lot. That ain't your fucking gym. He be on this bitch capping. I'm telling you, I'm from the city I'm from. You know what I mean? You can tell where I'm from. He like how I talk and all that. Get off my dick, faggot.
Fats.
That is it. They are waving it off.
That is it.
That motherfucking announcer at the end was the best. Cause god damn, that was a body. I don't give a fuck what was true, what was not. Trees, my man, my
Man,
man, my
hey,
man
man.
came for him. Holy shit.
Damn it, man. Hey, what the fuck? Hey, he just came on here wilding. Hey. Keep it cordial, fellas. That shit was low there. Hey, but if you, hey, fuck it. Knock him out then. Fuck it. This is a boxing show. Catch your body then. That shit was low. But, I just wanted to call back in, man. Talk some more shit, man. Like I say, man. Hey, Ness, I appreciate that weed talk. I like that in you, my nigga. You from France, and I ain't know it, my nigga. You, when they get to talking that Haney, we get to talking that weed shit. I like that, my guy. We undisputed at 24. You understand? We doing our motherfucking thing. We got a motherfucking fight lined up with a champion at 140. Yeah. We not fighting the fucking Barrios. You understand? No tune-ups. You know what the fuck going on? Hey, August 26th, man, the real big baby, Jared Anderson. Hey, I ain't gonna let you niggas forget, and I ain't forgot. Y'all know what the fuck going on ESPN Plus, my nigga. Tune in, my nigga. Air, fuck that. Pull up. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Fuck it. I might, like I say, not even might. I fuck around and be there. You might see me in a Sooners jersey or something going crazy. You know what the fuck going on. Shout out Toledo. Shout out TBV. Y'all be cool and keep it cordial, fellas. Damn.
CYP on the counter.
Hold on. We got another. Let me see something here. How can I share this? Just give me a sec, all right? Because the same person that we're using for the conspiracy has also put something else out, and that's Simon Jordan. And yeah, this seems to be interesting. Shout out to the community that has already pointed out what timestamp we should be looking into, and I believe he said 3:15, which is crazy because he's questioning the same exact thing I am, using the same audio that I am from his earlier his yesterday's show or 9 days ago show. So let me just screen share this now.
About drug-free sport as an agency being utilised by Matchroom. And this is Eddie telling us that they haven't been utilised by Matchroom for 3 to 6 months, up to 6 months, where the actual facts of the matter are that they were used 3 weeks earlier.
This is exactly what I brought into question. You know, Danny confused me, but I was like, yo, 3-4 weeks ago, and they used, Danny didn't confuse me. I said it wrong when I said the month. And then he, was sure to say, "Yo, we're still." That was a few weeks ago. We're in August, right. So yes.
And they were used not in some random fight. They were used in the undisputed super featherweight championship of the world. So it's not some random fight that wouldn't be on the mindset of Matchroom. It's a proper, huge, massive fight with an undisputed champion fighting against someone that she's lost to before. Her only loss is to this particular girl.
Right. Well, the fight was on the 15th of July, right?
The testing was done on the 12th of July. It would appear that this very reputable agency didn't submit these tests until the 21st of July, and the results, according to Matchroom, didn't come back until the 12th of August. It's
according to Matchroom.
Another instance, and the reasons why this is in the public domain now is because the media were breaking it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to the Conor Benn situation. The reason why the Conor Benn situation manifested itself is because the media broke the story.
Exactly. And that's just the point that I was saying, that, if a Dan doesn't break it or someone doesn't say it, we won't know about Conor Benn, just like we won't know about Alycia. Matchroom hired this company. Why aren't they getting out in front of Dan Rayfield? But anyway, CYP counterpunch.
Good job, Batty, my man. That was a great call. I'm a little bit sarcastic, but I'm actually like 50% real. See, if you were telling the truth, that would be the greatest fucking read in the history of TBV. If you were telling the truth, right? But since you weren't, only 50% of that is just entertainment value, right? See, there's a difference. If I was fucking lying, Jesus Christ, You got me. If I'm lying, I'm trying to figure the fuck out. How is the book being written going to be online? See, that's what I talk about your education level. That's why I talk about your IQ being low, because you know you dumb as fuck. Because what you did was you just made up a whole bunch of lies about me to get an idiot crowd to clap for you. See, they clap for you because you lied. I could do that to Ness right now and lie on him and make it sound funny as fuck. Does that really stop Ness from winning? Fuck no. It was just funny, right? So you say to yourself, what the fuck is CYP really saying here? It's easy for a dude who nobody knows, nobody gives a fuck about, to talk about the dude that everybody knows. The fact that you know so much about me to lie about me means I'm bigger than you, means I'm greater than you. I don't know shit about you to clown you. Your name is fat, so you probably fat. I don't know if you ugly. You probably are. I don't know if you broke. You probably are. I know your IQ low. We can hear it in your fucking speech. We don't know if your girl bad because you won't show her. There's nothing about you to go at. So me being the man that I am, I can't even really rebuttal your ass because we don't fucking know you here. If you were J-Mac, I could do it. If you were Brandon, I could do it. If you were Stonebone, I could do it. If you were any of them dudes, I could do it. Who the fuck are you? Please show me who you are before you go read in my motherfucking bio. Make sure that there's somebody who just wants to know your real name. Because we don't. We know you was
CYP.
fat.
But I thought he.
That's
So
all we know.
CYP.
That's all we know.
CYP.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
who
I don't know
write,
this dude.
who writing the book? Because he said you writing the book of yourself.
What does that matter if he says that, dog? Does it matter? So listen to this. Listen to this. Chat. If I get the person writing the book to call in, right? To call in and tell you they writing the book, what do I get for that? What do I get for that?
Nothing,
Can I get $100?
CYP. You get nothing, CYP.
Exactly. I don't get nothing. I don't get nothing for my gym really being mine. I don't get nothing for none of the shit I really do from hating ass niggas. See what I'm saying? So there really is no way to win this lie because I don't be lying on people. I'm not fat. I would never stalk your Instagram and lie on you about what I see on your Instagram. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm gonna kill you with reality. See, you mad at me because you really aren't that smart. You mad at me because you really are a fat ass hater. These are truths about you. You just lied on me and got a crowd who wants you to say that about me to laugh, dog. But the facts remain. Once this call's over and I click, I'm still 4-time caller of the year. I'm still richer than you, more handsome than you, stronger than you, bitch badder than you. Everything about me is you, right? I hit you with an uppercut. It's like the seatbelt won't buckle when you buckle up. All y'all know what's up
You
with
may
that line.
feel like it's your
CYP
time,
out.
but it's not your time.
Ain't no show without CYP.
Fats, you do have a counter if you want
We gonna
it.
let that simmer, man. We gonna let that simmer.
Alright,
We going out the boxing MD, see if he got
alright.
his stuff together.
Alright. Yo, y'all go
Yo,
support.
this show has turned into the most feminine shit I've ever heard in my life.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
explain.
Jesus Christ. I mean, first off, let me sum up the last 2 days. Oh, yo, baby girl, man. My baby girl, she didn't cheat, man. My baby girl, man, she didn't cheat. My baby girl, she didn't cheat. Like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? What the fuck is this shit? We're brutal. We're boxing fans. Oh, homegirl, man, hit me up when you're in my city. Dude, she ain't gonna fuck you. Her clit's probably as big as China's, bro. Ness, I know you see the porno, okay? That's all I'm saying. Like, you guys are like, I mean, come on, have some fun. Stop being such babies.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that was a bit weird. You feel me?
I mean, he was relating China who uses steroids. I think it's just you don't know WWE, but Danny got offended, y'all. I mean, wow. We just heard some weird shit. The last two calls.
The last two calls.
You're
for
hilarious, bro. You be showing your cards.
Nah, man.
Kyle C, what
I
up?
feel like there's definitely certain lines. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Maybe you missed that China obviously was on steroids from WWE, and I think she passed away, you know? So, like, the only one that didn't get it was you because you're maybe a little bit sensitive on the matter. Kyle. I mean, I don't see you hanging up on people that say they want to sleep with her, they want to date her. Hit me up, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? You don't stop that disrespect.
What up?
Go ahead, champ.
Yeah, I ain't.
No, I know.
Hey.
But you don't. Just
I
keep
just
that
want
in
to call
mind.
in and say, no, go ahead, yo, go ahead.
No, I apologize. I just wanted my co-host to keep that in mind, that he doesn't police those other Alycia Baumgardner
Oh yeah, yeah,
calls.
I
yeah.
mean,
Nah, I feel Danny
literally any
though. Like,
calls
I
that
mean,
be
it
cross
seemed like it was kind
lines.
of going somewhere weird, but I get it. But yeah, I just want to call in and say, man, to all the Crawford fans, I apologize. I lost a lot of money on that fight. Woo. Hey, I didn't even watch. I have not even watched the epilogue for All Access yet. I was hurt, bro.
What?
I couldn't
Oh
watch
no,
it. I
you
didn't want to
tripping,
watch it.
bro. You tripping, cause that shit to me was probably like top
It was
three or
good.
four, top 3 or 4 that they've done. I think that's
I'll go ahead
definitely
and watch
top
it,
three
but
or
man,
four.
that
Yup.
that shit just whoo. But not, hey, but to be on topic, I'm tired of Tank. I'm not tired of Tank. I'm tired of Tank fans. He not fighting. He not fighting the top dudes, and then they sitting here talking like he the king of the division when he don't even got a title. What title does he have? Devin Haney got all them titles, but they act like Devin the one that's got to go. Devin the one that's got to go see Tank. Like, nah. I mean, I guess Tank the money man, but come on, Dev is the king. I don't care if he went up to 140. He the king. He the one. They want him to fight everybody. They want him to fight everybody while everybody else sit around fighting who.
Yo, you fuck
I don't get it.
Danny's. Oh my god.
I don't get it.
Go ahead, champ.
Hey, but
Go
shout
ahead.
out before my time is up. Shout out to CYP. I just found out my boy Demarcus from Huntington Beach be training with him. CYP real. I don't know. I mean, I know he get a lot of hate because he got strong opinions on here, but he really doing his thing. Shit, I ain't got much else to say though.
I
Yep, salute. Y'all stay up.
appreciate you, man. Apologies. Did we ever get the Treese's counterpunch?
Yeah, y'all got to me.
I
Be
was gonna
cool.
say
Shout out
that.
TBV.
All right. Boxing MD, please refrain from using the word clitoris. You have to unmute, sir.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry if I got into your feelings about this, right? Again, China, she's a WWE wrestler who did a lot of steroids, right? I understand this, but listen, I've been following boxing for, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years. Like I've never in my life seen this, man. Like I just conspiracy theories and like, working backwards to try to find whatever agenda you want to have, which is what lawyers do. They did it with John Jones with the dick pills. Like, I mean, bro, you know how lawyers work? And she's out here memeing and shit. If she was innocent, she'd shut the fuck up like any other person who's innocent, right? And let the lawyers act. Instead, she's out here fronting, showing videos about her flex and saying, "Yeah, I own a juice bar." Like, dude, we'd be clowning on any other male boxer who does that. Clenello and remember what's his name? Who's the guy? Lamont Peterson. Remember he tested positive, and nobody cared about his story because he grew up poor and all this other shit. Like, I'm just saying, bro, this is double, triple, quadruple standard when it comes to this shit. And you guys need to grow up. She ain't fucking you. She may be a nice woman, but she may have cheated, and just accept that. That's all I have to say. You guys have a great day, and I'm glad that Ness keeps it 100.
Yo, quick question, MD.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo, so conspiracy aside, right? All the conspiracies and the pointing fingers aside, do you find it weird that it took them 8 days longer than protocol to get the test to the lab? And as a doctor, does that affect the urine at all?
It won't add the substances that they found, right? It could taint the substance if it's exposed. But I just want to let you guys know that when a substance takes a certain amount of time, it's not like it's sitting on a park bench outside. It's closed and sealed, so it could sit there for a year, in certain situations, right? So that's a little. It's just my thing is like,
Hold
hold
on, doctor. Doesn't the urine need to be climate controlled, especially in travel for 9 days? Like
it's sitting in a climate.
All right,
it's sitting in a.
No. The container you piss in is in climate control. Stop the bullshit. They got to put that in a cooler or something else.
Exactly. So Ness, it could have taken 9 days, but it's sitting in a climate controlled.
But what I'm telling you is, if the protocol requires overnight shipping, and it took them 9 days to get it there. Do you find that a bit odd?
And
you
unfortunately,
the doctor. I ain't even. You feel me?
Well, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert on how the systems work with each testing, agency. But what I'm saying, the only thing I'm saying again is that.
but I
think
gotta
that
attack your character again as a legitimate doctor. As a legitimate doctor, isn't it unfair of you to be diagnosing Alycia Baumgardner via photographs and then publicly saying that her behavior is roid rage? I'm screen sharing it because everything that we do is real. So you're a real doctor that went to real medical school and you're practicing and you're out here on Twitter with your verified account visually saying that you can see roid rage and you're using syringe emojis.
Subscription, right? Or you
I mean, listen.
No, I ain't know if he was put on like that.
It doesn't matter. This is the world where your blue check means verification. You can't now try to minimize a verification.
Okay, so you wait. Hold on a second.
And he got a lot of views for this shit. 7,464 views. You tainted the minds of people as a person with a PhD. I need you to give me some sort of explanation.
It's an MD. It's an MD. But listen, first off,
medical doctor. My bad.
There is circumstantial evidence. I didn't feel like going through the pictures and all those things that would justify. Listen, I'm not going to go through each individual reason why I think she may or may not be using steroids on the show. But don't you think
it's unfair as a doctor to diagnose someone via picture and attitude?
She tested positive. She has fucking roid rage.
Well, what about the due diligence? What about the due diligence? What about guilty?
Okay, sure.
Proven innocent or innocent to proven guilty? What about the process?
I'm not her lawyer.
Bro, if you're gonna talk about
I'm not
pictures,
her lawyer.
if you're gonna talk about the pictures, though, right? If you're going based off pictures, why not talk about the main side effect to taking that drug, which is hair loss? Does she look bald head to you?
Ooh.
Not everybody who takes steroids loses hair. And also,
no, I'm just saying for that specific one.
That picture that she shows that she's 7 years old. What evidence is that she's 7? She looks like 14 years old. Can you show me?
Oh my God, you're so negative. So now you're saying that a picture.
Oh my God.
Yo.
She's 7 years old, bro.
Bro,
Champ. 7?
What about
Have
the
you
little
ever seen
kid?
A woman that's 7 look like that?
What about the little kid? What about the little kid that made it to Ellen and he became a professional boxer? You don't remember that kid? Come on, man.
I mean, listen, look, little boys and men have different bodies. So if you do certain things with little boys and potentially give them substances, they will bulk up. But what I'm saying is,
Doctor, you're not sounding too well right now. I think that it's unfair. It's unfair for an MD to be diagnosing over photograph.
I'm just someone with an opinion. I like, but the one thing I will call out again, and I will say this again, which is my main fucking point, is you guys, I listened into the show forever, and I used to go back and forth with Ness and back and forth with everybody, right? If there's an inkling of cheating, whether it's water or gloves or this or that, people get fucking angry about this shit, right? As a community. Drugs and she popped for 2 drugs, right? 2 illegal substances. Again, I need to do more research to see exactly what they do, but they're illegal substances, right? That's more evidence than
don't do no research.
What people are
just look at the pictures, MD. Just look at the fucking pictures. You feel me? Don't do no research.
I mean, listen, I'm not the one who cheated in a sport of boxing. I've never taken steroids.
But you sure pointing the finger.
But you're surely jacked up. One could insinuate based off your muscular physique that you can be on steroids, and that would be unfair.
I mean, I got a dick, Ness. I have a dick.
I'm a man. It doesn't mean that every male. It doesn't mean that every single male is gonna be in your shape, my brother. That's all I'm saying.
I know,
but listen,
Ness,
I gotta get to some other people.
See me, Ness. You know that.
I gotta get to other people, but that was Dr. MD. Salute to Dr. MD. I do appreciate everybody giving us their opinion.
You seen this Cruz?
Nah, he's legit, bro.
I mean,
what the hell? The community knows. We watched him go to school. He's been on this show for years, bro. Like he legit. had went from Florida, living in Florida, to what you call that
Bro,
when
did
you're
you see his medical? That's all I'm asking.
man, bro,
That's
we
it.
friends. I met this dude.
I'm
Like,
fucking with you.
you know what I'm saying? We eating together. Like, he's covered fights for me.
Nah, I hate.
Yeah, he's been credentialed for the Boxing Voice on numerous occasions. You know, he's just you know what I know. He's a Republican. It's pretty much his opinion. You know that like they all are like that. You know, I hope that doesn't come off offensive, but like I feel like that's kind of
Nah,
like.
it's the way you said it. It's the way you said it.
I mean, I don't follow politics, so you know, I might be not the right person to say that, but like those views, I feel like are shared of people with you know same political views. Um, the whole like anyway, moving on. We got hella super chats. Where'd you stop off, buddy? We're gonna take it from the top.
Nah.
We
I
taking
got
it from
you.
the top. We did RRT. We never got to Andre Ward's biggest fan, did we? 65 Sweden. Would people make up these conspiracies and defend her if she was unattractive, obese? What's YTE? That's some
You
new
trying
shit.
to say white chick?
Okay, white chick. I mean, shit. I'm sure they defend Ebony, and I see people. What's the other girl they like to defend?
You sure defended the shit out of
Big
Jimenez.
Baby Miller.
Nah, Jimenez.
I sure did. But that's another thing.
She's huge.
I'm so glad you said that because there's been a lot of generalization on this show today. And I want to be clear that I see a lot of y'all saying, oh, Ness and Danny is Alycia Baumgardner's PR team. But the truth of the matter is, there's rarely a dude or a female that tested positive that I wanted them out the sport or that I wanted their license revoked. I'm like the number one advocate for giving them another chance. Down to Alejandra Jimenez that had the fight with Franchon Cruz. Big Baby Miller from Brooklyn. Y'all see me fucking beating the drum for him every chance I get. Conor Ben, I put him in a big fight all the time. Just the other day, I put him in a Terrence Crawford fight regardless of outcome with VADA and the BBSC. I'm not saying that I ignore the drug test results. I'm just saying I live in the reality that I'm in. And everyone's looking for an edge. And what needs to be done is better testing. Don't look at the fighter and say that he's a cheat. Look at the system and say that they allowing him to cheat because that motherfucker getting paid millions of dollars. Millions. So you expect him not to cheat? You stupid. You know what I'm saying? But even Alejandra Jimenez, you know what I'm saying? Before the fight, I told motherfuckers, look, she probably popping. The same thing people doing with Baumgardner, I did. She looked so muscular, I was afraid. It ended up being true. I still backed her. She fucking retired because of that. I hate that she never fought again. She needed to fight again. I really appreciated her style, and I needed at least that one more fight, two more fights to prove, like, see, that wasn't steroids. This is my style. I'm just a beast in the ring. Hopefully she comes back, but, you know, I can see, you know, she's very happy. You know, she won titles at heavyweight. No matter what happened with the allegations and the outcome, you know, she got her version of that WBC. She won in the Franchon fight in her house. She's married with children and living her life, man. We gonna get to some counterpunches that we forgot. I apologize. But listen, Professor 216, you know that we went to you without a counterpunch. It was your connectivity, so don't be mad at us. We don't purposely ignore. It's just a lot of shit going on.
Hello?
What's good? What's good?
Hey, it just seemed like every time I send a counterpunch, like, you know, y'all don't be seeing my counterpunch. It's the second time it happened. But besides the point, bruh. To piggyback to what I was saying before, bruh, about Tank, and I'm gonna touch on Alycia too. But man, bro, I don't care what you think is impressive. I don't care that he fought a champion. I'm tired of you talking shit like you about to come up and you about to do this and you about to do that. But then who do you fight? You fight the same person. You about to fight Alycia Cruz. You about to fight some little guy you already beat. It's no type of challenging, none of that, bro. None of that. And to truth be told, Ness, I really think you don't like Tank, and you trying to see him get you want to see him get fucked up by Terrence Crawford, and that's why you doing this whole Terrence Crawford Tank, because you know Tank don't want they don't want that fight. But I feel like you talking about it because you want to see Tank get fucked up. You know what I mean? And for real, I really do believe that. Like, because I mean, he just don't want to challenge himself. You know, he's not confident in himself. And you know, it's always going to be an excuse. It's always going to be an excuse. Meanwhile, Devin Haney, everybody talk about Devin Haney. He pillow fist this, he pillow fist that. But guess what? That nigga heart solid as a rock. That nigga heart solid, because he ain't afraid. He ain't ducking no smoke. What champion after champion after champion after tough fight after tough fight. Tell Tank to take some fucking notes. About Alycia, to be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. It is fishy that, you know, it took a whole 9 days for her test to get to the lab when it's overnight shipping. But with that being said, we know this is a sport where fighters pop hot. And if she did pop hot, I mean, if she legitly like popped hot, that's too bad. But to be honest, I'm gonna be the first nigga to say, I don't give a fuck. She fine as hell, and she gonna have my full support regardless. You know what I mean? I hope she does well. I don't give a fuck if she did pop hot. She's just keeping it real. Now, if she did, she does need to give old girl a rematch. Lenarda too. She should give her a rematch if it's legit. But either way, bro, I love Alycia Baumgardner. So and you know, everybody love Canelo. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Did you love Dillian White though? Did you love Oscar Valdez though?
Hell no. But I wouldn't. Hell no. I'm fucked up for that, Ness. Hey, Ness, you got me. You got me.
At least he keeping it a
breaking the
buck.
rules for Alycia.
At
I'm
least he
breaking the rules
keeping it
for
a
Alycia.
buck.
Yeah, I'm breaking the rules because she's fine as fuck. Like, I love Alycia.
But
You know what I mean?
what
Like,
about the dudes in the chat that say that's called simping? And I ain't disrespecting you. I'm just letting you know that's what they calling people like you if you defend her because she's pretty.
I do what I do in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck about what another grown man got to say about calling me a simp. Because you feel me? I'm really a grown nigga out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thug sizzle. So I really don't care about none of
But it's
that.
not your time.
Salute, champ. That was the bell. We do appreciate you. But if you want to keep going, you do get your free call. Do you want it or you want to come back later?
I just wanna say, yeah, I'm gonna take it now. I'm gonna take it now. I'm gonna take my free call now. But yeah, even with the whole, you know, Oscar Valdez situation, yeah, that was fucked up. But you know, I believe even if he was on steroids, I don't think he was ever gonna beat Shakur even on steroids. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion of it. And it is fucked up that, you know, Miguel Purchell, you know, he kind of got the bad end of that. But a lot of these fighters is, you know, it's real unfortunate. A lot of these fighters pop hot, and you know, people pick and choose who they want to get mad. So since everybody else like to pick and choose, I'm picking to, you know, not give a fuck about Alycia if she did, if it's legit, you know. So but yeah, man, when it comes to when it comes to Tank, bro, it's like, and I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but like, how can we stand for this? You know what I mean? This the so-called face of boxing. How can you stand for this guy continuously just not wanting to challenge himself? He about to be 29, and he fought in the only person he really got on his resume that's actually worth the damn for real, legit to me. I mean, you got Jose Pedraza, you know what I mean? Leo Santa Cruz, I'll give him Leo Santa Cruz because Leo Santa Cruz is a 4 division champ, so I'll give him that. But when it come to you doing what you say you was gonna do, he don't want to keep that same energy, and he don't care, and nobody wants to hold him accountable. Nobody wants to hold him accountable. And what's gonna happen is he gonna be Errol Spence 2.0. All these niggas gonna build him up. They gonna hype up his resume and all this and believe all these fake ass narratives that the media try to tell you about him. And then when he fights somebody real, if he fights somebody real, he gonna lose. That's what's gonna happen because he's not challenging himself. And all these guys that's coming up, they're challenging themselves. They're getting better. You know, so it's just, you know, it's unfortunate about Tank, you know, and it might sound like I'm a nigga hating, but I'm really not even hating because I actually like Tank. I want to see Tank, you know, do what he say he gonna do. But at the end of the day, when you not and you over here selling wolf tickets, I gotta hold you accountable. You can't be talking your shit like you this and you big and bad and yeah, he got a glass shield. I mean, oh no, he was just playing. Tank ain't say he was just playing. Nigga, you said he was just playing. Leonard Ellerby. Like, yeah, bro. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes, man. Keep that same energy. I'm telling you, he gonna end up like Earl Spence 2.0. Y'all repeating the same mistakes, bro. Believing, hyping in fighters, hopping on bandwagons when niggas ain't did shit to earn it. You know what I mean? And yeah, like that's really what it come down to. That's really what it come down to. And it's crazy how they hit McCaskill with that cease and desist though. She had to clear up her statements. That shit crazy.
It was a
That shit was crazy.
misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
You may feel like it's your time,
But that is your
but it's
time.
not
That
your
was the
time.
bell. We got SDX Renzi counterpunch.
Shout out Ness, shout out Danny, man. I needed to skip the line, man. I wanted to get right in. Danny kicked MD off. Because Danny needed to do that.
Champ. Make sure if you rocking the Kenichis, the mic is on. And you know, because you kind of going
Can,
in and out just a little bit.
can you hear me?
We hear you now.
All right. I said I just wanted to skip the line because I needed to catch right after Danny kicked MD off. Danny, I appreciate you. You doing your job today. Don't let him talk that shit about the bomb, man. We don't want to hear none of that. She ain't doing it. She innocent until proven guilty. We not rocking that. Like my man just said on the last call, I wouldn't give a damn if she had, you feel me, anything in her body. Only thing she need to have in her body is some ACGs from my boy Ringwalk. But we ain't gonna talk about that. That's enough on Alycia. When they talking about
Y'all is
Tank though,
terrible,
I
man.
feel like bro, they gonna give him a bad rap, man, no matter what. And the guy saying though, I don't think Ness trying to set Tank up. But he is trying to set Tank up for another $40 million payday. So if you ain't with that, you ain't really fucking with Tank for real. So you feel me? You can talk about the fight that you want him to make, but the fight he making the fight that needs to be made. Esau Cruz is one of the only fights everybody try to question and say they felt. Some people wanted to say that they felt like Tank could have lost that fight. He wanted to make that shit right and knock his ass out too. So we gonna clean up that business, get Esau out the way, and then we can start talking about other fights after that. Like he just got out of jail. What he do? He gonna rock. And I mean, bro, I opened Devin like that, but if Devin's so strong hearted, I mean, I feel like the Shakur fight should have been made. You know, we talked about the 25% and say well, Shakur don't deserve more than 25%, but you feel me? If they was cool or bros like it's always portrayed to be, you would have made the fight, you and your brother eat, and we would have seen who the better man was. It's that simple. But you feel me? Everybody don't look at it that way. It is what it is. Shout out to TB. Oh, one more thing. CYP in my book. Yeah, I ain't gonna bring that up again. But hey, I'm gonna say this next. We need another boy of man. You see the tension in the community. Let us get in there and bang it out. Get some dates. I'm still trying to get this 10K up because I want to get in there and get with Ringwalk. He said 10K he thinks for camp.
10K for
I'm
camp.
gonna get my 10K. Huh?
Yeah, I need the 10K for camp.
Yeah, Ringwalk. And look, I ain't even got no static with you, but I was just looking up the opportunities that you said could come if I put Ringwalk down in 2 rounds. So I'm looking for that opportunity. I'm gonna start a
You may
GoFundMe to see
feel
if
like
I
it's
can
your
get the
time,
bread up
He said a
because
but it's not your
I'm ready
time.
to change my life.
He said he ready.
Yo,
Let's go, champ.
you keeping moving with your free call? Oh, he gone. We got to get to some of these super chats. We last stopped off at Andre Ward's favorite fan. He said, with people, we did that. Miss Perry, $2. Protocol can be broken. It's there for a reason. You think she meant can't be broken?
I think can't because it's like, what's the point of having them if people are gonna break them?
Eric Sleep, $2. PD should be allowed in women's sports. Laugh out loud. Adrian, $2. Didn't Canelo take a hair sample to prove himself? He sure did. Isaias Guzman, $10.
Isaiah.
My sister has never touched a PD in her life and never will. Stay tuned. Hashtag innocent. Hashtag. Oh, this is really that's really her brother. Because Danny did say her brother listened to the show, and that's him. Now you guys need to watch your little stupid potty mouths. Shout out, Mr. Guzman, brother of Alycia Baumgardner. I feel so humbled that so many people listen to the show.
A lot.
Eddie, stop hiding. CYP with the counterpunch. We got to that. RRT Boxing, second super chat, $2. He says, whose head's bigger, Pacquiao or Alycia? Hashtag Hardin. Emoji with the face hiding in the cloud of smoke from Hardin and two rolling on the floor laughing emojis. We got Andre Ward's biggest fan right back at us with another $65 Sweden money. Regular blood tests take up to 2 weeks. You can't magically get the results after 1 day. The fuck sports? Oh, he meant what's that? What's the name of that company? D what?
I mean, it was a urine test. So.
What? But what's this company name of the company? Fuck it.
Which one?
Use the same facility as VADA. He said DF Sports use the same facilities as VADA.
Oh, drug-free sport.
Drug-free sport. That's the acronym. Bobby Shaw, $10. Laugh out loud. Devin versus Bud would be a daddy's boy worst nightmare. Devin has no power at all to keep that dog monster off him. There's a reason Devin ain't moving to 147. I'll be scared to watch that fight. I mean, all in due time. He 24, Bud 36. Like, what we rushing for? Why we rushing? I got Real Boxing TV $2. He said this dude cooking CYP bad. Two-Face with tears of joy, and that was for obviously our good friend Fats in Baltimore. CYP. Salute for his second counterpunch of the day, which we got to. Bobby Shaw right back at us with another $10. Little effect for that. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you rocking out with us. And he says, no one thinks Devin can beat Bud, but they can see Tank doing something. Bud got all your favorite fighters scared. Devin and Canelo scared to lose 8 pounds. Devin will be on a shirt, RIP, if Devin try. I mean, again, what does he need to fight Bud for? Even though that was Suleiman the Scholar. You was the first one to ever recommend that a long time ago. I got Ricky Orton, $10. Don't forget Fats. You got a counterpunch courtesy of Optimus Prime. Ricky Orton with the $10 super chat says, I agree with the caller that says, do, which is you, Fats. Do a lot. Baumgardner posting memes like this is a joke. She came on here talking about men shouldn't be judging her muscles like this is a game. She needs to grow up. We got $65 from Sweden. Now I know if I want steroids, I just need to let my pee ferminate for 9 days. Thanks, TBV. Y'all silly. Because he trying to say the test took so long, so now automatically it has something in there. No, that's not what we saying. We just saying the process wasn't handled appropriately.
I'm saying the shit should be null and void. God damn it! If it
Null and void
within the guidelines of the joint. You feel
Fats, they in the chat saying spin the blocks, Fats. So whenever you ready, just
average boxing fan $2.
Oh, he's taking shots at you.
Oh no! In the meantime,
huh?
What you mean?
Bro, average boxing fans.
Oh, I thought you was talking about I'm taking shots at Fats because I cut in. Because you said whenever you ready.
I was because when you said average, but I read it.
I ain't even read it yet. Simp walk Danny a whole simp.
What the hell is that Spanish shit? Inche mariachi? Mariachi?
Oh no, no, no.
What's that? Some Mexican shit?
Deacon.
I mean, is you going to translate for the
Nah,
non-Mexican audience?
I'm
This
not.
guy
I'm not. If you don't know what it means, I ain't translating that.
can't box with God. $5 super chat. Save this episode, man. This shit hilarious. 2 rolling on the floor, laughing emojis. I'm a 10-year listener. MD ain't changed either. Told you, bro. MD been around for a while. Jonathan Lambarena, $5 super chat. Let's be real. Your audience still attack Canelo for a positive test. Yes, CYP does. When it comes to Danny's friend,
Bro, what the audience do ain't my problem. Shit, I defended the
now
shit out
we have to
Canelo.
do more. Oh, okay. He said, "Yo, the audience still attacks Canelo for the positive test, but when
Y'all
it comes to
funny as hell.
Danny's friend, we got to do more research." Y'all sorry, I ain't tell y'all to do no more research. I did as much research as I could and gave it to y'all and presented it for this beautiful show. G-Ball, $2. Regis and George. K tough fights. Okay, so he means George Kambosos abbreviation. Are they tough fights? I think the circumstances for the George fight absolutely was a tough fight. Coming off the Tio win, right into the first Devin fight, Devin wasn't even a favorite till the very end. CYP third counterpunch. Did we get to that or not?
Nah, but oh boy has his too that we was waiting on.
Fats.
Yeah.
So who's going first?
In the meantime, I mean,
Fats or
was up
CYP?
first.
Fats is up first.
Unless he ain't trying
Nah,
to
he
use
did.
it.
He did. What up, y'all?
Yo, y'all funny as shit, man. Y'all funny as a
Yo,
motherfucker.
you getting popular on these streets. They said the dude that say yo or the dude that say dude a
Look,
lot.
look. Look, all thanks to CYP, baby. You made me the A side, baby. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, baby? Made me the A side. He was saying they don't know who I am. Shit, they know now. They know now. Well, thanks to you, baby. But no, I ain't called back to fuss that dude, man. I just wanted to know though, man. Like this, like the second or third time you done mentioned me. You know what I mean? Like I don't call in coming at yo or nothing like that.
Coming
So
at yo.
he got watch. Yeah, you know what I mean? He got watch it. You know what I'm saying? He got in Baltimore. We say money green, not me, bitch. So he definitely fell into the trap, a dummy trap right there, bro. Like you gotta just stop keep nigga name out your mouth. Like it ain't that serious just cause you don't agree with somebody's opinion. Like I don't agree with everybody's opinion, but that's why everybody calling in. Like they do what they do. You feel me? But yeah, CYP, you gotta chill, man. Putting your life stories all out there and shit. I mean, you think you the big dog, but you're not. You pay attention more to me than I do you. If that's what you thinking. He talking about I follow him on Instagram and shit, bro. That shit is make believe, bro. I don't know nothing about you. I only hear about what you said, what you tell us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I've been called it a while ago. Last time you mentioned me, he imaginary player. That's all. Like, you know what I mean? What he say? What your boy Jay-Z say next? Yo, dog, what's the difference between a 4.0, 4.6? You know what I'm saying? I've been called that a while ago. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Ain't no beef to that, man. Just keep my name out your mouth, bro.
I ain't gonna front. He do got a point. Like, why can't a caller just get their opinion? You feel me? And I get it. CYP gonna say, well, I'm a caller and I have an opinion on his call. So I'm entitled to an opinion, which in reality is also true. It's also true.
You know you lost when Ness is doing that fake laugh for your ass. Understand that.
What laugh?
That's
I
not
was
real.
smoking.
We all know, and if
smoking.
you've been here for years, you know when Ness get the he faking. He faking.
He
He only
body
doing that
in
shit.
CYP.
He do
gonna
the
do a
same shit with
poll.
that's my caller of the year. That's my caller of the year, nigga, and they never win. Like when you go cut it out? Like you get behind the
Oh,
wrong
so
people.
now you
Get
gonna
behind
take
somebody
shots at
better.
me because yo went at you?
Yes.
Yo went at you.
Yes, because you always do
what
that and
you
it don't never
do.
transpire to nothing.
Do
It
what
don't
you
transpire to
do,
nothing.
man. I
When
ain't
is
yo.
one of your battery packs gonna actually defeat me? You put a
He
battery pack in
did.
this dude, that
He
dude, that
did.
dude, that dude. But
Fats
then
on
when it
your
comes down to the votes,
ass.
they don't even vote for him.
Fats on
But
your
he
ass
killing me.
this year.
Like make some sense.
He
Make
on
it
your
make some
ass
sense.
this year. Listen, if I
This
was
is what I
you,
want you to do.
I
This is
would
what I want
take
you to
it.
do.
I would take it and be
Let me finish
happy.
my call. Let me finish my call. Let me finish my call. I'm gonna do this. I guarantee this is a fact. I guarantee this. If you put me and Fats up for call of the year for next year, but don't tell people who won, but we both have to show up to see who won, that nigga won't come. Nobody who disrespects me for real wants to see me in person. You know this, Ness. Stop playing games. Don't get these people in something that they ain't ready to get to. Two niggas got ran up already for lying on me, and then I gotta prove to them I'm the truth. That's all. Stop telling me I'm a liar. Clown me, make fun of my hair, my muscles, say I'm on steroids. All that shit is cool. But to tell me I'm a liar, I'm a fraud, I'm gonna show you that I'm not. That's all I'm about. Showing you that I'm fucking not who you think I am. I'm him. Y'all know I'm him. Quit fronting. That's why me and Danny cool, because Danny a real one. Danny know I'm a real one. That's why he sit back and be out of this shit like, no, that's CYP. I ain't. That's between them. I'm gonna let them rock. So I sent Danny some receipts.
I did put the you did send some receipts. I did make a poll though.
Oh, you made a new poll?
Yeah, to see what the people think.
What's the poll?
The poll is: did CYP get bodied by Fats?
Ooh.
It says hell no.
Ooh.
CYP called his lies out.
Okay.
Then it says hell yeah. He cooked CYP.
Cooking them.
And then the third option is Fats need to be more consistent. You get what I'm saying? Because CYP been around for years. So.
Wait, all that shit fit? I don't know.
Yeah.
Fats need to be more consistent.
Look at Ness. Look at Ness.
Well, Fats need to be more consistent. I didn't put why.
I knew it ain't fit. You see CYP? You see CYP? It ain't fit. He lying. I knew it.
You funny. That's you a funny dude, man. You gotta get your army better, man.
I know how
many
characters. I know how many characters allowed on the polls.
You gotta get a better army, man. It's gonna be hard to do.
Let me tell you though. Hold on. CYP, hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you this though.
Go ahead.
You gotta embrace moments like this for this reason, right? Like Canelo is greater than everybody because of his resume.
You may feel like it's your time.
Hold on, Wilder. Go ahead.
But it's not your time.
All right, Wilder's done. Wilder's done. So, like, if you don't got a worthy adversary, it's gonna be like the Terrence Crawford story, right? Like, you need an Earl Spence to so that the rest of your fights look good, or you could be Canelo. You always fighting champions like Canelo and Floyd. You feel me? So all I'm saying is embrace callers like Fats that's bringing that heat to you because
I just told
that's how you
I
look
love
good
what Fats
in a
did,
battle.
but Fats is telling you he don't want to be a part of that. That's why I said you got to pick better people that really want this smoke. He seemed cool.
He said
it's
all
like
that shit.
It's like dudes get mad real quick and then they be calm. I'm always fucking mad.
Nah,
like
but
get
he
somebody
said
who's gonna be mad all the time.
He just that's how Baltimore dudes is. He just cool with it. You ain't hear?
I don't give a fuck how Baltimore dudes are. I'm king of the West Coast. I don't care nothing about that.
All right, but that's cool. Nothing. But like he was like, yo, I don't want no problem with dude. But in the same sentence, he was throwing mad shots out you. So like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Those were not mad shots, dog. Those are not mad. You be hyping up shit. You hype up stuff and it never works.
Shot.
It never works, dog. Go ahead, though, Danny. Go ahead, Danny.
CYP, the poll been out
Go ahead,
2
Danny.
minutes.
And you losing.
We already got 126 votes and counting.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
73% of the people is
saying
that he cooked your ass.
And I'm cool with all that. Nigga,
saying,
what don't y'all get? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Like, don't you understand that this is what this show is built on? This show is built on fucking lying loudly. I'm famous because I stop y'all lies. But the show is built on niggas who like to lie and hate. I'm never gonna win that poll. This ain't that kind of show. What kind of show you
cut it? Cook. They cooked them. Go see now.
Larry Snow. He said go see now. Larry Smooth, make sure to unmute, champ.
Yo.
I'm
coming through clear?
Yeah.
We're shaking, fellas. How y'all doing, man?
Straight.
Hey, yo, I just wanted to call in real quick. Hey, yo, shout out to Fats, man, holding it down for the city, man. Hey, yo, you a real one, Fats. I fuck with you, shorty. Hey, yo, I just called in real quick, yo, because this nigga CYP is the biggest fucking fraud. Yo, why you still calling into the show lying to strangers, man? Niggas on the back call know what happened to you, nigga. You not this tough guy acting like you run down on shit and all that. No, you got ran down on, nigga. Cut all the cap, dog. You out here, you pretending, bro. Cut that shit out, man. I don't know who you doing this shit for, but we know this ain't you, nigga. And that's my call. Y'all be easy, man.
Thank you, Al Heyman, Larry Smooth. What up? We got boxing. I ain't gonna butcher it. We're just gonna go with boxing.
Boxing, what up? Make sure to unmute. You should be good to go. Jay Rich, what up? Jay Rich. All right. Alleyway boxing.
Damn, Danny.
What up?
The Border Wars
Yo, what's good?
community. Oh, that's Marcus.
Hey, yo, tell him why you mad, son. Yeah, yo, first of all, Ness, who the fuck is you to be asking me why I'm fucking mad? You know what I'm saying? I've been calling in here for 4 fucking years, man. For 4 fucking years, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? You keep calling, letting these niggas with the battery in their backpack. I'm CYP, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm CYP. Yo, this nigga the mad rapper all over again,
He
man.
said,
Hey, yo, CYP.
he said the mad rapper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck you is to be asking me why I'm mad, son? You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, man, listen. Y'all niggas gotta understand, man. These jokes and games, man. Listen, the archives don't lie, CYP. The archives don't lie on y'all, man. Y'all, listen, everybody can research, but analysis, you pay people for analysis. Everybody got the same information Ness got, but Ness, how Ness processes it and what his spin on it is what makes Ness do what he do. So research alone don't do it for you. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be able to analyze what you have researched. Some of y'all can't analyze what you've researched with any prophetical understanding or how it's going to apply. You know what I'm saying? So all this other stuff that y'all talking, all the other stuff that they've been kicking, all the bullshit and whatever, man, is real simple. Everything is very simple, man. Canelo pop, but Canelo was the face of the sport. And so he had an opportunity. If any PR person tell you, man, just be quiet. Everybody loves to see the top guy humble. But when you come back, there's always room for a comeback story. But when you at the fight still fighting, you never get that process never starts or where people can accept whatever had happened. You know what I'm saying? Eddie, or whatever they talking about with Eddie sitting out here talking that bullshit, Eddie let that fight go on because he can't afford to lose no money on that fight. But Eddie knew. Everybody can look at this shit and say, man, Eddie knew, man. You know what I'm saying? So Alycia, I love you as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens sometimes. People take shit thinking they're getting a competitive advantage. Might not be on the list today, might be on the list tomorrow. The thing is, step back, show everybody that you can come back clean and fight. The chances of you coming back with a negative B sample are very slim. And if you believe that it's a conspiracy, then you know the B sample is going to be positive. So let's just stop, right? It's like you going into court, you ain't do this thing that they talking about, but you got away with a lot of things. I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general. If you ever been to court, you like, man, shit, this just my hit. You just take your hit. You know what I'm saying? You keep it pushing. You know, at the end of the day, that's all we talking about here. And again, on the same thing where y'all talking about with Cruz, I understand the previous caller from B-More, he want to see take, but this ain't the MMA, bro. This ain't you, 12 fights in and you got to retire because your body is taking a fucking a pound of flesh out of you, bro. Like this is, as I told y'all all long time ago, boxing is an exhibition sport. You get a guy, I get a guy. We get as much money off of those guys as we can as entertainment. We exhibit them to the public, and finally, whenever the all things are burnt, and we have to match them against each other, we burn them. We light a match to them. 25, 26, 28 fights in. This is how the game works. If you want to be number one, you join the
You
amateur
may feel
tournament
like it's
with
your
the number
time,
one dude.
but it's not your time.
Bacavelli.
Nah, we got
CYP. Hold
on the
on,
counter punch. We
Bacavelli.
got
You know the
CYP.
rules. CYP.
No problem.
Number 4.
I can't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with me. Let's get these lies together. I see. When shit get criminal, CYP don't do much talking, so I keep shit quiet. But let's just say hypothetically, somebody ran up on me from the back hall. The dates don't add up. Because if I got ran up on, why the fuck I show up to the appreciation fucking party? Why was I the only nigga from the back hall to show up to the appreciation party? Only nigga who be on the back hall that showed up was the DJ. Only person. So
Adrian.
CYP
Damn,
get ran up on.
Adrian.
Adrian, excuse me. I'm sorry, Adrian. My God, my apologies. Only one to show up from that back car who know anything about the incident was Adrian. So CYP get ran up on, get bullied, perked, and all of that. Show up to the appreciation party, but no, nobody come. See, I ain't gonna mention no names because it's I don't do that. That's dry snitching. But let's just say somebody called me out, said they were gonna do something crazy to me. CYP got in his car, went to meet dude who said he was gonna do something vicious to me, the most vicious thing you could possibly do, which is, I show up. Dude, pull all the weapons he need to push. Don't want to catch no fade with me. Can pull all the weapons he need to make sure I don't run up and whoop his ass. But CYP is the one who got ran up on. Y'all need to cut the lies. I kept this a secret because I don't do that. But don't call in here lying. Why would CYP get in his car and drive to a location where a dude say he want to do this, but I'm the one getting ran up on, and then show up to an appreciation party where that man comes to all of them. He comes to all of them. But for this one, he was miraculously busy. Nigga, I'm gonna ask y'all, anybody who saw me at the appreciation party came up and meet me. Do it look like I'm easy to intimidate? Do it look like I'm a bitch? Do it look like I'm some sucker ass nigga? Keep it 100. You know my energy. Just be honest. The CYP get off energy in person like he's some bitch and it's all talk. Y'all need to cut that shit out. CYP Discoveries had to tell y'all the truth about what really went down. I ain't calling out names, but y'all know damn well CYP about that motherfucking action. I'm gone.
Time for some action. Bacavelli.
Is that thunder?
Where? Oh yeah, it
You,
rained
you was
hard.
good.
A lot of rain out
Yo,
there.
now you heard we supposed to get hit with that hurricane on Sunday, right?
Nope.
Yeah, we getting hit with a hurricane Sunday.
Stop playing.
It's been all over the news.
That's crazy. I'm supposed to be having work done on Sunday.
Oh yeah, not happening.
It's crazy. Bop.
Bye.
Bop.
Yo, what's
Bop. Bop.
good?
Bop.
Yo. Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, basically, I just want to touch on the Alycia shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a fan as well. You feel me? You know what I mean? I understand she's a friend of the show as well. But in boxing, in anti-doping, there's a principle called strict liability. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with that principle. Basically, it means that the fighter is responsible for whatever goes in their body, regardless of intent, regardless of what happens, so on and so forth. It's on the fighter what shows up in their fucking body at the end of the day. Now, what you choose now, whether or not you choose to care about that, whether or not you choose to bring a fighter down about that, that's your fucking right. You can do what you want to do. Like, if niggas don't care, it's not a big deal. But the implications that come with that is the fighter signed up for that. They know what the fuck they was getting into. Now, if some weird thing happens along the way, like y'all saying, like something going on with the amount of time it took for them to test this shit, if something adverse pops up in regards to that, then okay, we can make some sense of it. Or, there have been times in the past where certain fighters have had tainted supplements and things like that. It's few and far in between, but it's happened before in the past. So we can let due process take its course. But at the end of the day, every fighter has strict liability. You're responsible for what goes inside of your body. It's not on anybody who giving you your food. It's not on this or that. At the end of the day, it's on you. You got to take that responsibility, and that's what you signed up for. So anything that comes on the back end, it's what it is. If they strip you, if they make you do this and the third, it is what it is. You gotta understand that's what you signed up for. If you can't prove otherwise, you just gotta take the hit. For the fans, it's up to y'all niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Plenty of fighters have popped hot. I'm an MMA fan. John Jones pop hot every other fucking day. You feel what I'm saying? That nigga's still a GOAT as far as niggas is concerned. So you could pop hot. Anderson Silva is seen as one of the greatest fighters of all time. That nigga's pop hot. You know what I mean? It is what it is at the end of the day. But the implications that come with it, the consequences that come with it, you signed up for it, so you got to take it at the end of the day. That's all I got to say on that.
All right, all
Appreciate you.
right.
Appreciate you. Bacavelli. We got General Camino.
Yo, and that's Daniel. What's good?
What up?
Chilling. This Davis Cruz shit being next, man. I don't know. I definitely don't want that. I would advise anybody that don't want that fight, don't buy the pay-per-view, don't tune in. It's a foregone conclusion. We know what's gonna happen. This is that shit they be talking about with Tank, though. Gonna be dodging the top competition. It's always an excuse. It's always this. It's always that. I'm kind of over it. I'm waiting on the next big fight, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. As far as the Alycia Baumgardner situation, I don't know. A couple days after it's been announced, shit kind of funny. You see how life is when, someone's favorite fighter gets caught with PEDs, or like when some cheating or some dirty shit going in boxing. People normally don't care when it's not when it's somebody they don't care about or somebody they don't like. We don't talk about it this long, but when it's somebody that people care about, you see it's a topic of conversation. It's just interesting to see.
I
But
think
outside of
it's
that,
not. I don't think it's about Karen. I think more is about the scandal. I think people love negativity, and that's why things like this linger longer than victories.
yes, but also like you got to notice when we could all admit boxing is dirty. It's a lot of dirty, shady shit that goes on in boxing. When it happens to somebody you don't care about, you tend not to, you'll tend not to put too much emphasis on it. For example, when that Spanish dude got robbed in that Rolly fight a couple months ago, we talked about it for like a day. Don't nobody really talk about that shit no more because they don't give a fuck about that old man.
I think
But he's still a person.
no, I think that it had a lot to do with the
Well, I
timing,
mean,
bro.
it also has to do with popularity. Like you said, he's an old man. Nobody know him neither.
No, but
When
I'm
you an
saying
old man, they gotta either know you when you was young, because if you old, they don't know you.
I mean, but what I'm
But
saying
that's what
is
I'm saying. An
it was cut
injustice is an
that fight,
injustice,
but
whether it happened to somebody you like or
Yeah,
it
but
happened to
that's what
some
I'm
old
saying.
man you don't give a
Listen,
fuck
but
about.
listen, that's the thing that you're confusing, right? Like there's an injustice and there's due process for that injustice, and that process is allegedly the same for every fighter. You're asking the media, the public, the fans, the callers, the listeners, the commenters to continue that same thing. And that's different, because obviously, like you said, a fan of Alycia is going to defend her or talk about that longer than the due process.
yo,
That
but
shit is
real
behind the
quick, real
scenes.
quick, real quick. What's the biggest fight of this week?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
asking you.
I'm
You
asking,
may feel
we
like it's
asking
your
the
time,
person that is
but it's not your time.
insinuating that we shouldn't be talking about this anymore and it's only being talked about because she's popular or she's pretty. So what's this weekend's fights? Hardcore.
Yo, the point I was trying to make
What's this
was every
weekend's fights,
injustice is fair.
hardcore?
That don't
Exactly.
prove shit.
Oh, it
You
don't
No,
asking me
prove
but
about a
shit.
yo,
fight
but
coming up.
yo, but you talking about Barroso, but yo, we talked about it as much as we could, but that was going into a pay-per-view week. So are we gonna talk about the pay-per-view, the pay-per-view event, or the robbery that took place in front of 500 people?
The fucking injustice. What you talking about? Like, what you
All
mean?
right, man. I just want to know who's fighting this weekend.
Hey, yo, you could go look it up.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
We got to
You
go,
asking
champ.
me?
We got to
Right.
go. And that's the point. You want us to beat a hardcore drum that you're not beating. You feel me? Like, how long are we supposed to talk about Barrasuro? Like Baumgardner fans are calling in to defend her or to have an opinion about her. Detractors of Baumgardner are calling in to have an opinion about her. Basuro didn't
Yo,
have
but
that.
look, he just don't know enough, and he don't watch the show, right? Because in July,
Mm-hmm.
there was the second week of July was a slow week. The week of July 8th, it was a slow week. So you know what Danny did? Danny's
No.
doing interviews halfway across the country, and guess who he talking about? Broly and Barroso. You know what I'm saying? But he just don't watch the show. That's
Okay.
all.
Okay, so we are going to have Coach Larry Wade next Wednesday on our second show. So if you want to ask him a question, you need to go ahead and become a YouTube member and or a Patreon so that you can ask him a question, and I'll obviously say, hey, CYP, ask Coach Larry Wade XYZ. You feel me? Let me see what we got here. G-Ball, $5. What's wrong with athletes talking shh? Let's let Tank talk shh. Y'all act like y'all never played sports. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think people have an issue with him talking that shit but not backing it up when it comes to the people that he's talking shit about. Mad Bet 100 Kansas City, $2. Daily dose of Tank will. Tank should fight, and he stops Bud. Tank will. 7 Jimmy, 7 Rivera, $10. The fight is Bud and Tank. It'll do at least 1.5 million pay-per-view buys because people want to see if Tank lose. Period. Bones 13. And the new caller of the year, hashtag Fats, $2 super chat. Mad Bet 100, $5 super chat back at us. Word according to Tank, give me your favorite fighter. You're undisputed. I'll give them rest. Optimus Prime. CY $10. Fat $10 super chat. Second one. Second $10. Third super chat, actually. He says, CYP coming at Ness head because Fats is the A side. Face with tears of joy. Right back at us with another $10 super chat. Optimus Prime says, Fats came in like Killmonger saying, is this your king? CYP counterpunch number 4, the end game.
Yo, let me get this established because I think it's unfair. Because I think we played too much games and it got too serious. I'm gonna tell y'all, as men, this is for the men listening. I'm not proud of that incident. I didn't talk about it because a lot of times I didn't want to. It's incriminating and also was embarrassed. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't even have went. You know what I'm saying? The dude is actually a genuinely nice guy. I think I put him in a position where I'm like a big ass grizzly bear, and it is what it is. So I do apologize for my part. And because sometimes I do take shit before, I should have ignored that. I shouldn't even done that. And I'm telling y'all as men that I'm still growing. I'm still immature. I've still got a lot to learn on just not being violent. I ain't got to fuck everybody up. I'm learning that shit. I was very, very embarrassed for doing all that. So I do want to apologize to that man for that. Because, man, I do take blame. I take blame. I feel like, shit, if I got a grizzly bear coming at me, I'm about to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping. Fats, I really wish that you take on this moniker because you funny as hell.
You
Take on
breaking
the
up
moniker.
slightly. I don't know if your Bluetooth battery dying or you moving away from your
No,
phone.
I don't know what it is. Let me know if y'all hear me. I
Just
don't know.
slightly you was breaking up, but you good. Let me hear you.
And I'm gonna say the Fats, take on the role. It was good. It was entertaining. And as Danny saw with my receipts, I pay like I weigh. Short story. I was on the show last night. Invited this girl talking about she can out super chat me. I blew her out the fucking water because I ain't about to get out super chatted. 150, bomb, dropped it like it was nothing. This is just what I do. I'm a very competitive dude. I know y'all like it. It's entertaining. It's funny. But on the serious side, I do need to be more mature, set a better fucking example. I'm going to do my best not to be running up on nobody no more. This shit, I'm getting too old for this shit. I do apologize for that. That was just too fucking far. Too fucking far. No matter what y'all say, I shouldn't take it there. You heard it. Book it down, write it down. CYP is saying he should not be running up on people. Okay? Okay, I apologize. CYP out.
Alrighty then. What do we got? Burl City E. What up?
Of course you make it to me, right when this nigga. Of course you make it to me with Mr. One Fish, with Mr. One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, Knick Knack, Paddywhack, CYP better than all. Of course I goddamn called in after he motherfucking apologized. Cause I want to get that bitch back since yesterday after I got busy and then I sent the counter punches to a wrong goddamn cash app. Y'all need to put y'all real cash app up there.
It's up there, man. It's
But
just we got weirdos preying on y'all, man. I apologize. What I need to do is get verified, but then they don't show me no respect.
yeah, they gotta do something like that. Cause y'all got a fake one up there. That say at least put the fake ones up and be like these fake. Just the one of them say the boxing voice one. That's the Gibbs. And the motherfucker got me out of $10. I bought somebody lunch yesterday, a poor man's
Yeah,
lunch
but
anyway.
it don't
But
say
yeah,
that.
man.
It got a J in there. You gotta be careful. You gotta watch the spelling. Y'all gotta be careful. They are very, they good at what they
Creative when
doing
it
out
comes
here.
to yeah, man. But listen though, hey yo, shout out, give my nigga from Baltimore. I don't know if they get that man the motherfucking caller of the day belt, cause this the first nigga get on CYP ass and make him apologize. But I ain't gonna make the call about CYP, man. Listen,
niggas gotta get off this shit with Alycia, man. If we gonna give her the due time to prove her innocence, but that's it. I ain't look here until Alycia come. I mean, we gotta get some B samples and some E samples, some D samples. We got to make sure she clean. I ain't too much getting into her physique, cause the motherfucker been cut up like a grown man since she was 7 years old. So you can't really knock her for her physique, and you can't really tell nothing with that. You just gotta wait, watch her, see how she move from here on out, and hell, it ain't like she knocking motherfuckers out, stomping every damn body. So I mean, whatever she taking in, just giving her adverse motherfucking abilities. Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like she's doing nothing that she shouldn't be doing. She outboxed everybody, outclassed everybody. She the cleaner puncher, and that's about it. I don't see where she getting, like, a super abilities from. Like, people was mad at Canelo. At the end of the day, you can't get but so mad. It was Clinton Buterol when Stephen A. and the experts explained it on ESPN. It was just like it's a weight cutting drug, like to help cut weight safely. So it's like if you cut, as long as you, for me, I look at it different. When you on steroids, if you're using it for power and enhancements, then you can really hurt somebody. But when you like cutting weight and shit like that, man, it's like, you know what I mean, motherfuckers just
You
trying
may
to get
feel
on
like it's
weight.
your time, but it's not your time.
Champ, that is your time. CYP, right back at ya. Number 5. Drop a bomb for that.
Man, god damn,
90 seconds.
I'll be doing my best not to call not to call niggas idiots and dumb. I'll be doing my best. I'll be doing my best. My man, did you just start listening? Or did you not hear when homeboy called in and say I got ran up on? That's what I'm talking about. The fat shit is what we need. I love that. Keep it going. I want Fats to do more of that. And I ain't worried about no damn Fats. I'm telling y'all, if y'all really believe in him, do this shit every day with him. Don't just do it today because you feel good. The king was insulted. Get behind him for real. Don't let him put a poll up about Caller of the Year again and I win unanimously again. Remember the day that Fats did what you wanted him to do. Get behind him. Y'all won't. Y'all won't because I'm attacking everybody, and everybody gonna call in. Not today, tomorrow, the next month. It's gonna be many people that come in dissing me. You're gonna forget about Fats if Fats don't step it up. So this is not about no peace treaty, apologizing to Fats. Nah, homie. This is apologizing for the dude I made pull a gun on me. That's what it was. Nigga trying to take my life over some boxing shit. And if he didn't have that gun, I would have whooped his ass damn near to death. That's what CYP really about. I'm keeping it fucking real. I'm not proud of that. We don't need to be doing that. That's what I'm saying. So some of y'all low IQ niggas who just used to black men killing each other and all that violence, I'm talking about that. That's not something I'm proud of. I love my people, but there's some of y'all who are detrimental to us. And I know this, and I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm always on your heads. But that dude is not that kind of dude. So I apologize for taking him to that measure because I know he's a good dude. That's my bad for taking a good dude to that measure. I don't want to do that. I want to get on the heads of you motherfuckers who really have no love for us. That man has proven time and time and time that he does have love for us. So I apologize to him. The rest of you motherfuckers, But I will do my best not to whoop your ass in person. I'm working on it. Namaste. Maji Ramba. Naji Ramba. Y'all know what that means. I'm going.
CYP, your 3-time Caller of the Year. Don't hate. Oh shit, Shadeja Green. You gonna have to follow up behind the Caller of the Year? Uh-oh. What up, Champ? What's cooking? I seen you on some Blue Ocean. Were you on vacation?
Yeah, man. What's up to the Boxing Voice Nest?
Where you at, in the
Annie.
Bahamas?
Yeah, man. My birthday was August 7th. My 1-year marriage anniversary is this week. Wifey birthday is on September, so we kind of just concluded it and put it all together. And I feel like it was well deserved. I came out here. I'm having a great time, man. This water is some of the most beautiful water I've ever seen in my life.
Amazing.
Yeah. I deserved it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So, and then I'm getting to the last couple of days, and I'm ready to get back in the gym, man. But while I've been away, it's been a lot of stuff going on, bro. And I gotta say this, like, I feel crazy for Alycia, you know what I'm saying? Because there's not a lot of top female fighters in the sport, and Alycia separates herself, and she's one of the best. Skills can't be denied. What she's accomplished shouldn't be diminished or denied. I feel like we putting the cart before the horse, and we don't really know exactly what happened and what's going on, and we just looking for ways to blame this person and that person. Like, let this woman get a chance to, do whatever it is that she got to do to prove. Me personally, Alycia boxing skills and her body, like shit. I want her body. My wife want her body. Like, bro, she's been like that since I've seen her in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we gotta watch how hard we go on fighters because you don't know what type of state that all these comments, and I've seen some brutal comments. Like, if I didn't ask God to prepare me for where He was taking me, I would have been depressed. I would have been quit because I could go on YouTube and it could be 1,000 comments. 900 of them could be like, "Yo, you a beast," da da da. But then you get those other comments like, "She's a man. She's a he. Who is this, Tony?" And check her piss, and she's on PEDs, and somebody will say, "Yo, her physique is amazing," and I feel like it's okay. And then the next person right under that be like, "Bro, this is a man." You know what I'm saying? So it's this sport is one of the hardest sports ever, but everybody is so damn judgmental. And the person behind the computer that's calling me a man got a bare belly, got a hole in the middle of his head, and ain't never took a mile walk in his life. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. I feel for her, and I don't feel like everything that she's accomplished should be diminished because I'm sure she's tested before previous fights, huge fights. Let let the truth prevail itself. I'm sure it will. Just get to the bottom of it, and instead of pouring on hate, give her some love, give her some uplifting. You don't know exactly what she's going through. She started from the same place I started, from the bottom. It wasn't promoters lined up to sign her. It wasn't people lined up to take her on. It wasn't people felt, she fought, she lost in the first couple of fights, came back, now she's strong. Now she where she wanna be, she deserves, she putting on. So that's my take on that, man. I don't know what y'all think about it, but I feel for her, man. For real. I'm praying for her. I hope all this works out in her favor. For real.
Champ, shit, I gotta be that dude or I won't be the Howard Stern of this shit. Did you have that same energy for Alejandra Jimenez that tested positive with Franchon Cruz?
Yeah, I did. Not necessarily because I had never seen Alexander Jimenez prior to that. And I know she was coming.
Alejandra.
Okay, I'm
Shit.
sorry, Alejandra. I
Oh
hadn't
shit.
watched her. I didn't, no disrespect, but I didn't watch her fight a couple of fights before she fought Franchon. She kind of just came out of nowhere, and just like me, she went from a heavyweight to a super middleweight. So there's a big difference, especially with weight classes, right? So I didn't know too much of her. Like I said, I used to see Alycia walking around at the amateurs. She's always had that power. I used to hear her punching the pads, and I'm like, yeah, this girl gonna win. She's always had that power. So is the energy the same? No, I mean, not necessarily. I might be biased in a sense, but Alycia is somebody that I've seen and I'm a fan of and will remain a fan of. Alexandria Jimenez kind of came out of nowhere.
For sure,
Kind
for
of came out,
sure.
not that is a probable excuse, but I believe that the testing had been conducted on a couple of times, and the truth did prevail itself, and she was positive. And I was the first one to say that Franchon Cruz should get her belts back, even though me and Franchon wasn't. We didn't get along then. I said Franchon Cruz deserved, and that was still a close fight. So I do need you to be Howard Stern because it's rightfully so.
Um, what are your thoughts? Obviously, I don't know if you heard Jessica McCaskill's statement and then retraction, but long story short, there was some insinuation that because because Baumgardner is a potentially free agent, that there could have been some shady business. She retracted that now. I'm only asking you because you've partially dealt with like the zone Matchroom. If you haven't, let me know specifically. But have you been tested, and what has that process been like for you?
I haven't been. I was tested for each of my fights, but there is more probable testing when a title is on the line. My experience with Matchroom and DAZN is strictly through MVP. They co-promote whenever I'm involved in an event. So I didn't get a chance to really hear her statements, but again, there's no blame to be placed on the promoters and whatnot. When I fought last 2 weeks ago, I had a guy. I'm not sure what he was, but he was a doctor. He handled my drug testing himself, and you sign off and you send your specimen with him. And when I fought in New York, which was basically for the what was that called? The mandatory title. I had to walk with my specimen to make sure it safely got to where it needed to be. So I can't necessarily have an opinion or speak on Matchroom and the promoter standpoint as far as drug testing is concerned. Uh, I don't know necessarily. Jessica McCaskill and her team is responsible for their own comments and their experience. My experiences are quite different. I'm sure everybody's experiences are quite different. But like I said, I just hope the truth can prevail itself, and I just think we need to be a little bit more gentle with this topic as far as women's boxing. We don't have a lot of talented people in here, and I'm not saying that just because we don't, that people should be given a pass. But I just think that if Alycia did 20 things right, and then one thing pops up that could possibly be isn't questioned, and we're not for sure yet, why should she be crucified for the one thing more than the 20 things she did right? Let it work itself out. Let the truth prevail.
Champ, I want to take you back to a Facebook post I think you posted yesterday or maybe 48 hours ago where you finally said you sat down to watch your last fight with Olivia Curry, and that I don't want to misquote you, but I feel like you said the person that people made up you didn't see, and I'm assuming you mean like people thought she looked better than what you thought she looked versus you?
Yeah. What's your question?
I mean, I want your thoughts on your
I mean,
Facebook post. I want you to break it down what that meant for you, because I read it, but I interpreted it a certain way. I want to know what it meant for you when you said you went back and watched it, and what you said
well,
specifically.
basically, I went back and watched it. I was able to watch it, and I was able to listen to the commentary. The DAZN commentary, there's one guy that really was stating facts. That basically he was saying, like, listen, Curry's corner is saying Shadeja Green is getting tired. She doesn't look tired to me. She's pouring on. She's dominating the fight. You know, she's she's taking over. Some of these punches that she's hitting her with, if she hit anybody else with, they're gone. Now, just how I'm calling in, and I'm a fan of Alycia, I gotta be honest. I felt like Alycia and Sean Porter were very, especially Sean Porter, which I'm not mad at him at all. I didn't take offense to it. I felt like they were pretty biased. They were giving her more credit for being able to stand in front of me in the ring for 10 rounds rather than me putting on a dominating performance. I barely got touched. I'm using my jab. They said I wasn't using my jab enough. And before I put that post out there, I talked to my coaches who watched it again, and they were very pleased with me. Of course, I could have. Thank you. I could have done more. Of course, I could have forced the issue of getting her out of there. But I'm glad I had Olivia Curry in front of me who got a full camp, who was able to train for me. She knew who the opponent was and who pushed me to the limits and brought greatness out of me as well. I dominated that fight in beautiful fashion. I put combinations together. You never seen a female put combinations together like that besides like power combinations together like that, going to the body. I could have set a lot more on my punches. I George Foreman her a lot, and that's somebody I watch. And you'll see George Foreman in his later days against Michael Moore, against he uses his hands. Hands he's parrying with the hands and he's walking towards you and he's trying to get power shots off. But I wanted to show people a different element. If you look at what I said prior to the fight, I said I want to show people something that they never seen before, which was my inside game. So if I would stay on the inside with it for the first minute and a half or a minute and 20 seconds, and then the last 30, 40, like when I would try to move around a little bit. I felt like Alycia and Sean Porter was very they was giving her more credit for being here and standing in the ring with me, and I'm not mad at that. Look what Timothy Bradley does to Shakur Stevenson. who has dominating performances, and just because he couldn't get, I forgot the guy name out, they called his career suspect. Like, if you can't get these guys out, well, that guy had power, but Shakur still put on a beautiful performance and still won every round. So I can't be necessarily upset or emotional about the fact that they commentated the fight the way they did, because there's bigger fighters who I used to watch. Larry, what's his name? Larry Merchant, or I forgot his name.
Yeah, Larry Merchant. Larry
Criticize.
Merchant.
He used to criticize Floyd and said, "Well, the old hit and run don't move me, but it wins rounds." And Floyd is boxing beautifully. Floyd is touching and not getting touched. And they used to do that so many times, especially when Pretty Boy Floyd turned into Floyd Mayweather. So I didn't take offense to it. I wasn't upset. I actually took some of the things that they said and said, you know what, I'm going to work on that. Alycia said, if she sit down on some of these punches and their hooks, whew, again, I'm a big fan of Alycia. So I'll take that back to the gym and back to the lab and work on it. But again, like my post said, the fight that they were commentating, that wasn't the fight. I dominated Olivia career from round, and then they gave her round one. And Barry, my coach Barry, was like, "What round were they? What?" And they are realists. Barry and Terrific are realists to me. They're not my fans. They don't sugarcoat shit. If anything, they're the hardest critics. My mother is the hardest critic. I'm beefing with her over the fight, and she admitted it. I wanted a knockout. Well, guess what? When you start facing that top competition, I'm glad that I was able to show the world. Look, if I don't get and another thing is, I don't mean to keep rambling, but I seen a interview where Olivia Curry said, or Rick Ramos said, if we get her past 6 rounds, we can win the fight. If you notice, in the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th round, I had her hurt bad. I'm smiling at her. I wanted to go 10 rounds. I wanted to go 10 rounds because, yeah, get me in those later rounds and I'm going to still dominate. That's my take on that.
I mean, technically, you don't want it to go 10 rounds. You would have preferred the knockout. Like, you don't get paid for overtime, but I get what you're saying. You wanted to, prove the doubters wrong and the detractors, but you're on vacation. Clarissa did ask her audience on Twitter, do y'all want me to go up to 168 and knock off Shadeja Green? And she basically said that, she wasn't impressed with your performance. I'm sure you remember, and I'm sure you know, you guys have had your own back and forths on Twitter. But what's your thoughts on her alleging that she would move up to 68 and take you out? Do you think she meant before you fight Marshall or after you fight Marshall?
Well, I don't care what she meant. She's not more important than Savannah Marshall, because Savannah Marshall has something that I want, and it's 4 or 5 of those things. So who cares what she meant before or after? But I would love that challenge because she talked too much. She talked too damn much to be specific. But hey, that's her. That's the competitiveness in her. That's the hatred that she has towards me because of things that we went through. And that's fine. Sometimes it just makes for a hell of a story. I ain't backing down from Clarissa Shields. Never have, never will, never did. I'm from Patterson. We don't back down, we lay backs down. Exclusive rights to exclusive rights to Kindle rated R Holt. Okay, when that fight happens, I'm looking forward to it. She's a phenomenal fighter, and you won't get no backtrack from me. But like I said, and I will continuously say, the main priority is Savannah Marshall. That's the next fight. Savannah Marshall is more important than anybody. I think about her more than I think about anybody. I think about her more than I think about my wife. So that should tell you something.
Now, champ, again, gotta ask the tough questions. When you finally do meet when you finally do meet Clarissa, she's gonna be a lot younger than you by a lot, right? Like what, 7, 8 years?
Yeah, maybe.
Is
I'm
that
21 now. I'm 21. You see how good I look? Stop playing with me. I look good. No, yeah, she is a lot
But
younger.
listen,
And
it was questioned about Crawford because him going into his biggest fight of his career, he was 35, and that didn't matter. So sometimes age doesn't matter. George Foreman, who you brought up, he beat Michael Mora after 40 or in his 40s. So for some, it don't matter.
what you asking me? To me, What matters is, listen, okay, her age says one thing. Geographically, the age difference is different. But how many, like, as far as professional is concerned, my biggest fights are in front of me. They weren't behind me. So for professional years and career-wise, I'm still very young in the sport of boxing. I got a lot more to give.
Now, outside of your goals of the belts, was there really no feud between you and Franchon, or is there still something there that you would be willing to still fight her even though she doesn't have belts? And I don't mean next, I just mean in general.
There was feud because Franchon disrespected me on a level that a lot of people can't overlook, a lot of people can't take in, and a lot of people, ask me how did I deal with that. I would have to sit down with my team. Me personally, honestly, she didn't give me a shot. So why does she deserve a shot with me? And I know you hate that. I know you went off about the whole Errol Spence Keith Thurman thing, which was rightfully so. But again, Errol Spence had that right. When he was up for the titles and mandatory, Keith Thurman said, "Who is this guy? I don't know him. He has to do more work."
But
Franchon
you
went
know
over there.
Franchon though. I mean, she got a
Yeah,
song
Yeah,
on
but
iTunes.
but you talking about that, but
I didn't listen to her song. Shout out to Jake Paul with his new Witness song. It's hot. It's beautiful. It's crazy. Jake Paul is the man. How this man go from promoting to fighting to TV shows? Listen, everybody,
Both they
listen up.
songs
Go
beautiful, champ.
again. Go listen to Jake Paul Witness. Popping, and make this short so my boy can see it. Shout out to Jake Paul. Go stream Witness right now, all over the place. Beautiful song. I'm listening to it in the Bahamas. I'm going to put it on the DJ and let everybody in the pool listen to it before I go parasailing. Scared to death.
Champ,
but
enjoy your
hold
vacation.
on, I got a question. Hold on,
Danny.
last thing. But champ, you bringing up the Earl and Keith Thurman instance, like you would have the amount of options that they have, right? You have like a bunch, like a lot more limited options.
Well, she was bringing it up more because they had an existing feud and
No,
Earl ain't fight him.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, it's like Earl and Keith both had a lot of options versus she don't have that many options, in my opinion.
So you saying you
It
should
may
still
have
take
to- it
if
may
the
have
fight
to
is there, if
happen.
the fight is there, she should still want it.
You know, I'm not saying what she should want. I'm just saying it may have
I
to
can move
happen.
up and move down. I can move up and move down, just like she made choices with the belts. You know what I'm saying? I can move up and move down, and I can also do the opposite of what she did and give whoever's mandatory the rightful shot at the WBC, the WBA, the WBO when I win it, or the IBF. I could do the right thing. It's women. This is the beauty of the sport. The sport is growing, okay? So now you got Shadeja Green, you got Clarissa Shields, you got Savannah Marshall, you got Amanda Serrano, Alycia Baumgardner, Chantel Cameron, you got Katie Teller. You got so many people that's out there motivating these women to get in the sport and be the best at it because skillful, this is who they look at. You know what I'm saying? So now when I win those titles, God willing, and I go and handle my business, let me look at who's mandatory, or let me look at who's going to make the biggest fight and give them an opportunity, something that Franchon Cruz didn't do. Period.
That's right. Fights are mandatory. That's what Boots want. He want Crawford to fight him. Listen.
Exactly. And Boots deserve it. He's been putting on shows. Boots is the next best thing, man. Straight like that. Boots is the next best thing. When he get his opportunity to get those belts, he's gonna move up and get some more belts. And that's that. Don't try to listen, people will try to keep you out for no apparent reason just because of their dislike or their disarray. I know secret conversations where it's like, yo, it's only enough for us. Let's know. You got some little girl or some teenager or some young woman right now is in the same predicament I was and is putting on and busting her ass in the gym to only go and fight in a gym or a school gym, to never be recognized, to climb the rankings from the bottom, going to Mexico, going to Colombia, to not getting paid for fights. Some young lady is out there fighting and fighting and fighting and not getting the recognition she deserves, and then a champion sees that she's mandatory and bypass her. Shadeja Green don't do that. And I'm gonna stop that because it was done to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Certainly understand it. But do my co-host though.
Yo, Danny, open your ears, get the wax out. Put a Q-tip in it. Nah, I like Danny. All love Danny.
Champ, Q-tips is bad for you. You good?
Yeah, you right. I think so. I've been using them to put the little cream on my little cut, man. I got a little cut from the head, but
Nah, they said that was a punch, yo.
I'm going back to the beach. Man. Y'all be easy, man. Shout out to the boxing boys, Ness and Danny. Keep doing your and you, yo. I love CYP, man. Tell him he don't gotta go so hard to prove what he knows is facts, man. It is what it is, man. Shout out to all the followers and the listeners. You know what I'm saying?
He hear you. He on the line. Appreciate you, champ. Thank you for making the show great by gracing us with your presence, man.
Enjoy your vacation,
Nah,
champ.
thank y'all.
For
I will
sure.
do. All right, man.
All right, there you have it. That was Shadeja Green. We can get back to these callers. Who we got? And we got Huang in Houston with the counterpunch. My bad, Huang. Huang? Oh, right here. We hear you.
Let me start with this. I want to shout out the sport when they get it right. And what I'm talking about is the dude earlier had brought up Ryo and Colbert, right? And I'm gonna tell you, when I first saw that fight, I said, "Oh man, they robbed Ryo." But when I went back and watched it, Colbert won, in my opinion, 8-4. And that's the thing, is like they got it right that time. Because they got it right the first time they seen it, not going back and everything. You see what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, I had to point that out because they got to get their props and they get it right. Boxing got it right that time. Second thing I wanted to bring up was the Pitbull Cruz, Hank Davidson. I don't like it. You know, I've said it a bunch of times. I don't like it, but I'm a fan of the sport and not a fan of man. And I say that you might look at it bad, but it might be good for them. They got a plan. And think about, he stayed busy. So, and we see what happens when people don't stay busy. That's the excuse for Spence, right? Oh, he didn't have a fight and all this. And it just, you know what I'm saying? So Tank is staying busy. Tank is making money. And all this experience, shit, when he's 31 years old, he's going to be like Canelo. He's going to be taking the big fights, and he's going to be beating people. So that's all I had, man. I just wanted to bring up that Colbert thing, man. That was fucking with me when I heard it. I was like, nah, man, boxing got it right. Go watch that fight again. Whoever called and said that, man, brother, you need to go watch that fight again. Boxing got it right.
All right, Huang. I mean,
That's all
listen,
I got.
it's certainly not the popular opinion that Colbert won that fight. And I'm certainly biased, and I'm notoriously known for picking the boxer over the brawler or the puncher. But yeah, I feel like he got that shit right, bruh. We got Mike Hicks, $2 cash app. Salute to Mike. He never super chats, even though he's in the comment section. He strictly uses Cash App to save us that raping you records from YouTube. They charge us 30% for anything coming in. So salute to Mike for always giving us 100% of his donation. He says, TBV, glove emoji, great show today. Well, we appreciate you.
Counterpunch. Don't forget.
I got Treese, and he says, for the Albert Bell glove, plus for the counterpunch. And then we got Mike Hicks with another one saying, great show. Oh, no, we got another one from him saying, Mom Spaghetti with the KO'd first round. Shout out to Fats. Damn. So another person that picked Fats that KO'd, CYP in the debate. That's his.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Wilder, you gotta stop that. Can't be all, bro. But Treese, I got you, putting you down for another raffle ticket. And we're going to you on a counterpunch. What up?
Yo.
What up, though?
What up, though? Shout out Shadeja Green. That was a fantastic ass call. Once again, like she always do. You feel me? She the truth. I'm fucking with her. And like I say, man, and once again, like she was talking about women's boxing, I just want to point out, like I say, remember when I called in and we had that USA
boxing women's tournament here in Toledo, Ohio. I just want to point out I was in that motherfucker. And shout out to her. She right. It is women's fighter out here, you feel me, doing their thing. And it's, you feel me, little girls out here, you feel me, doing their thing, striving to be great. So
Shout out Liana
that's a big old
Cruz. I mean,
fact.
don't just talk that shit. Is you tuning into the zone? Do you got the zone today? Because Liana Cruz from PA, she fighting.
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna be at work. I ain't gonna hold
now
you
we
up.
got we got crickets. You hear that shit,
I'm gonna
Danny?
be.
Support that little girl.
But let me finish.
Support that little girl.
Don't worry.
You know what else? You know what else? You know Shadeja Green dropped the ball. I see you in the queue, champ. You dropped the ball because MVP. They might be putting out singles and shit. That's cool for Jake. But fuck all that. Jake Paul, salute to Jake for letting Amanda Serrano sign Crystal Rosado, who's also fighting today. So when you want to talk about little fucking girls striving to be great, make sure you got your fucking subscription for DAZN, though. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it.
9 years old.
Now you being biased to Toledo. Now you being biased to Toledo.
But let me don't do that. Don't jack my call. Don't jack my call. We on the line. Big Trees on the line. Hold on. Chill out. But hey, I just want to say, shout out to Gervonta Tank Wilder. I see what he's trying to do with this motherfucking Isaac Cruz shit on some Berman Severn shit. He just want to run it back to get the KO and shit. I get it. But hey, my nigga, you was calling motherfuckers out. Wilder wasn't doing that. Tank, you doing some other shit. I get it. Like I say, you want to run it back and get the knockout and shit. You trying to be on some. You want to turn Isaac Cruz into Berman Severn. I get it. Well, I'm not with it. Nigga, you was calling all type of names. Nigga, you was calling big names. Back that shit up, my guy. And hey, and another thing about Miss Baumgardner, you know what the fuck going on. When we mention her name with Canelo, my nigga, don't mention that shit with steroids, my guy. Mention that shit as undisputed, motherfucker. That should be the first topic that come up. I don't want to hear about these steroids. I want to hear about undisputed, my guy. That's the point. And that's why we care. Motherfuckers calling and talking about what we care about this fight. We care because she's undisputed. You see the names you brought up, Canelo. We was bringing up Floyd. We bringing up Claressa. We bringing up big names, my guy, because she's a big name, a big fighter, and that's why we care, motherfucker. Put some respect on her name. Cut that bullshit out, man. Y'all better chill out, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Hey, August 26th, man. The real big baby, Jared Anderson, Tulsa, Oklahoma, ESPN Plus. Watch that shit or pull up, man. Y'all be cool. Shout out TVB.
You
Shout
may
out
feel
Toledo,
like it's
Ohio.
your time, but it's not your time.
I ain't gonna front. They is dropping the ball on that fight. That shit is a week out. And let me tell y'all, there's so many fights that day. On the 26th,
next weekend,
brother, it's fights all over the world on that day. So many fights. So Top Rank certainly dropping the ball on that, man. They lacking a promotion on that shit. Like, we haven't heard anything. They ain't did no, not even no Zoom press conferences. Like, nothing. Did they even do a media workout for that motherfucker?
Hell no.
Nothing. But listen, we're going to have Albert Bell on the show Wednesday morning. So if you want to drop him a question, head on over to our Patreon or our members tab right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. You got to be a member. And you could go ahead and ask him a question. And I'll personally give him your name and tell him it was you that said that he ain't got no power. Or whatever it is that you put. Hopefully you don't put that, though. You feel me? Don't be putting that. Earn Luke. Earn Luck. Where Earn at? Earn, where you at? Is you on Discord? Nope.
Should be on Twitter.
He just sent the cash app.
Should be.
You gotta certainly request Earn Luck.
In the meantime, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button. It is
Yo, how
free.
far is Chicago from here?
24, 25
Damn.
hours. Driving.
Yeah, that's exactly
what
I'm talking about.
What?
You know I'm always doing shit.
Oh, what?
Feel me?
Oh, why?
Once again, Liana Cruz fights today on DAZN, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget my man Nesta. No relation, but Nesta, he fights today. You feel me? He got to defend the name, so we ride with him on the strength.
Bravo, yup.
We ride with, and that's an ill name to have as a boxer. Like, first of all, Nesta means king. Then, secondly, Bravo. It's like bravo. Like, you know what I mean? After you get the win and shit. But I think that's everybody, yo. We got the one. We got the trees. I can't find
the good thing
Earn.
is, I got to tell the people.
Nah, we got hella super chats, though.
Be on the lookout. Get to them. or refresh, but be on the lookout. A lot of footage with Jermaine Ortiz,
Okay.
Michel Rivera,
Okay.
who Ness and I are
Dominican
actually.
brethren.
We're gonna go see them spar right after this.
Right after this.
And then they invited us to the house.
Oh shit!
You know, so we're gonna go
What?
handle some business.
What?
But,
Domino. We
yeah.
playing some domino. Capico.
Be on the lookout for that.
We're gonna be playing some dominoes. We last stopped over at Endgame, which was CYP. Then we got RRT boxing that Mr. A. That's another like number 4 or 5. $5 Super J says, remember how Povetkin got cooked for a substance? I guess he meant caught for a substance, not even on the list when he got busted. Where's the energy? Hashtag Hardin. Face in the clouds of Hardin smoke. Did we get to CYP's fifth counterpunch that says redemption song?
I thought we did.
I don't see him there. We got Heavy Chevy Guy.
Yeah, he would have been on there.
$10. You motherfuckers gave me a great laugh this morning. Thank you. No, thank you, champ, because you could be listening to a whole bunch of motherfuckers, but you chose us, and we appreciate that. We got Can't Box with God, $2. Tank want to follow the green print. Hands up emoji. His legacy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Floyd made a motherfucking living off that shit. Jimmy Buckets, $2.
Says this is a top 5 episode. Great content, fire emoji, 3 of those.
Damn, CYP with another counterpunch. CYP counterpunch, I guess. But you're not there, brother. When you gonna request? We got Eric in Irving, Texas. Thurman said MD was on the juice when he fought Matt. Yo, speaking of Matt, why somebody already said Danny versus MD, Border Wars, Battle of the Matt Killers? Because your win is over a Matt, and you want to know. His win is over a completely different Matt, and he's want to know.
He fought Matt the hipster, right?
Hunter. The hipster hunter, and you fought Matt Machine Gun Garces. We got CYP.
Hello. How are you?
How are you?
I think we need to promote Deja Green to referee because she left it. She shouted out one person, not the one y'all screaming at cooking, but the real boxer, the real champ, the real superstar, the real reason why we do this show. Shouted out one person. That's because real recognize real, and she know I'ma rock with her no matter what. And she know I'm gonna get that back no matter what. And if she got anybody representing her, that she won't me. I'm the one they call on when they need representation because they know I'm gonna come with that realization to make it look good, feel good, and smell good. If you know Deion Sanders, if you look good, you feel good, you play. So fat, you gonna need to get some more support besides Ness and his bullshit troll lab helping you out because that's actually a curse. Anytime Ness does that, it's a curse. Don't listen to him. Get your game up. Matter of fact, you need to start an after show for people who want to really get down. And stop ignoring the call, acting in the chat, acting like they ain't saying, see why you need to be a co for one show. Invite me there and let's light this motherfucker up with 10,000 viewers live. It'll go down. I'll do that for y'all. One show, one time on exclusive. Make it paper. See why, yeah.
So Ern sent $5 and said, "Please explain marketing and promotion to CYP." I don't get it. Unless it says CYP. Okay, CYP. You got a counterpunch, and they want to hear your version of marketing and promotion. Shout out to Ern Luck. Jersey, stand up. Toledo, Ohio, Trees right back at. He says, Trees right back. No cheating. All right, well, counterpunch, what up?
Yo, we right back. No cheating. But hey, I don't think I was gonna let your cool ass slide with that Albert Bill no power comment your cool ass made. Don't do that, my nigga. I was never gonna let that breathe.
No, I'm just saying if somebody wanted to ask him that as a question.
Talk about why Albert Bill ain't got no power. Don't do that. Don't do that shit, man.
He got a knockout his last fight. What you mean? I wasn't taking a shot. He just got a knockout.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Just calling in to make sure. Hey, and then hey. And then CYP, I'm with that shit. You talking about, hold on. Danny. I hear my
Yo,
nigga talking about he trying to raise the 10K for his fight. Fuck it. I want to be the special guest referee on that motherfucker. You understand me? I'm throwing my hat in the ring, you feel me? Fuck it. If they raise the capital, fuck it. I got a few dollars on it. Fuck it. I want to be the special guest referee. Fuck it, I'm coming through. I'm with that shit. I ain't gonna lie, Danny. Hold on. He calling you out, but what you gonna do about that, champ? You saying y'all on the
show
line
me
talking
the
about Tank
money,
not taking care.
baby. Show me the money.
If
What the fuck?
ah shit, I
That's
love
perfect.
it. I love it. Hey, I feel like I ain't fuck it. Tell you what you gonna tell him? Go start a GoFundMe. Fuck it. That's what he
Bro,
on.
whatever. He can
Raise
stand.
the
He
shit.
can stand on the corner with a styrofoam cup. You
They
feel me?
lying. You got to read the fine print on that. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Bro, that's all it's for.
I
And
told
I'm weak
you.
as hell. He told you that. He
Danny
nah,
told
nah,
you
might.
to
nah.
That,
sign the con.
Danny.
All he said. He said sign the contract, Danny. He said
Danny.
sign the
I need the
contract.
money.
Oh
What the
my
fuck?
God,
This
that's
shit crazy.
perfect, bro.
Y'all
We
know.
could hire a taco truck to come cook in
Shut
that.
up. Shut up,
Nah,
man.
that's
You
it
know.
right there.
You
That's
Listen,
it
know.
right
hey, that
there.
shit goes. Hey, look, man. Hey, TBV Promotions, nigga. You know what the fuck going on?
He
Y'all
think.
better cut it out, man. Hey,
Let's go, Trees. Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, y'all know what the fuck. Hey, but hey, August 26th, the real big baby, Garrett Anderson, man. ESPN Plus. I know what the fuck going on, man. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. Shout out TBV, man. Well, shout out TBV Promotions. I mean, hey, Danny, special guest referee. I'm just throwing it out there. Y'all be cool. Shout out TBV, man.
How many followers you got on Instagram? Hold on. To be the guest referee, you
I
might
don't
need.
got shit. We
You
don't
might.
do that.
We
We
might
real niggas.
need somebody.
I got followers in the
We
street.
might need
He
We
said
somebody
I
gonna
got
with
bring
big
followers.
followers.
we gonna bring the city out for that one. Big, Jared gonna be in the building for that one. Fuck you talking about? We bring Albert Bell gonna be
That'd
in the
be
city.
huge.
Robert Ether in the building. O'Shea Jones in the building. Fuck, we bringing the city out for this one.
Oh
Damn.
TBV
wow.
Promotions.
You
Fuck you
got
talking
O'Shea
about?
coming out for you,
Yeah.
Danny?
Deacon.
Trees. That's the
Y'all be cool,
call.
man.
Appreciate you.
My God.
CYP. Explain,
You may feel like it's your time,
but it's not your
but it's
time.
not your time.
Explain marketing and promotion, CYP.
Come back 30 seconds. I gotta get in a better area. 30 seconds.
Oh, you let us down. You let us down. One Mississippi, two Mississippi.
In the
We got
meantime,
B. Paulie, member for 32 months on that prospect level. Keep it chill, champs. Hashtag CYP plus fats. Jack is the truth. 2 pounds UK. CYP bipolar. Stop it, y'all.
Big Matthews with a 2-pounder says, "Run, Forrest, run."
No. You can't read that like that. Run, Forrest, run! You ain't watched that movie? Fuck wrong with
Yeah,
you?
I
That shit is a
wasn't. I
classico.
wasn't saying it like that.
Get the fuck out of here.
RT Boxing
Back with like his fifth one,
$5
sixth one.
says people are talking her body, but not her poor stamina going into her biggest fight. Hashtag Hardin.
Was she was? I mean, is
I
you
ain't
talking
think
about
she was
Shadeja
tired.
Green or is she talking about Alycia Baumgardner? And I don't think that either fight was either woman's biggest fight, so I don't know who he talking about. But
Yeah.
assuming you talking about Baumgardner, that being her biggest fight because it was the get back fight.
I didn't feel like she got tired.
I don't know, but that would be weird, right? Like how you on steroids tired? I got boxing 3 IQ 360 $2 super chat. Hannah Gabriels was just taking care of her little dog emoji, not PEDs, no PEDs. Yeah. Again, for anybody that doesn't know what that means, the literal translation is that Hannah Gabriels was wiping some sort of ointment on her dog's stomach after surgery, which had some sort of steroid and absorbed in her skin, hence her popping positive, allegedly, of course. That was their excuse. We are going to CYP.
Hopefully he got some service.
Yo. My little son trying to grab my microphone. What here? No, listen. No, what I'm saying is I wasn't talking about no damn border wars with Fats. I'm gonna tell you that shit ain't fair. Let's be real, I ain't never seen Fats, but if we go by his name, he might be overweight, and I ain't trying to clown. But you gonna have to get your weight up, get in shape against a dude who does this shit for a living.
No. The
Who
caller
damn
wanted
like
you to
hell no.
explain promotion and marketing. There was a
To,
caller pay
for
for
which
your.
fight?
I mean, I guess in general, he said counterpunch for CYP. Please explain promotion and marketing.
He got to give me a fight. Like who are we talking about?
I mean, you
Two
can
two
obviously keep it
stars.
boxing. You can keep it boxing. Whatever your hypothetical for the explanation. I mean, it's just
Okay,
got to be
we can go
boxing.
Cruz. We can go Cruz versus Tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Promotion and marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could use everything that Cruz has done, right? With a
Mm-hmm.
Mexican flag, everything, every single thing he has done, every knockout, every punch, every boom, every bang, every bomb. Put a Mexican flag behind it. Speak strictly in Spanish, nothing but Spanish. Everything Tank does, put that shit in American flag everywhere Tank goes. Even the bad things he's done, put an American justice system, everything America versus Mexico. You build that shit up, America versus Mexico. No matter what they say, no matter how much they hate, you keep that angle, America versus Mexico. He's really one of the only real Mexican fighters that's out there that people know. Let's be real here. He still speaks Spanish. He don't speak no English. All his fan base still be wearing them headbands, little Mexican headbands for him. Mexico, America. Mexico, America. The only man Tank hasn't knocked out. Literally, Tank has knocked out, I think, 7 dudes since he's became champion. He's knocked them out, and they've never been knocked out by anybody else in their career. Listen to what I just said. Tank has knocked out 7 dudes since being champion that have never been knocked out at all in their career by anybody else. So when people saying that Tank ain't never done nothing, do you know how hard that is to do? If you knock him out, maybe somebody else can. With Tank, literally 7 of the 13 opponents since he was champion have never been knocked out by anybody but him. And 6 of them was undefeated. So let's pull that out. Pull out the fact that all them dudes that been knocked out, guess who we couldn't knock out? Viva la Mexico. The legend, Isaac Cruz. That shit will sell that fight. Fuck what the haters talking about. Because haters gonna do what they do. But one thing y'all gonna do, y'all gonna show up. We gonna show up about what, 200, 300,000 of us gonna show up because we got that market. 2 to 300,000 is like the super fan fucking hater. We about 300,000. The casuals are gonna make $1 million. The casuals make 500. The casuals add on. We got to market to them because they don't know about all that bullshit that y'all be talking about every day about ducking and all this other dumb shit. They don't even know that. They don't even know what weight class this fight is in, but y'all want the motherfuckers to care who's ducking who. And they don't even know the weight class of the fucking fighter. Let that sink in, people. They think Tank is the champ at 135, and he isn't.
But it's not your time.
Think about that. Mexico versus America.
CYP, we appreciate
Marketing
the call
101.
and the marketing class that you have now provided.
Marketing 101 with CYP.
Shout out to Carlos.
And that is everybody. Catch me on the next one.
Today, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern.
We out.
That's GTO Ringwalk, Danny the Boxing
Outie,
Voice.
outie,
Arriba
outie,
Lurch.
outie,
Hasta
outie,
la
outie,
próxima.
outie.